Sitting around the ballroom, they're talking about tomorrow when they're taking Johnny away. Said he wasn't no good, never done the things that he should. That's all the judge had to say. He went in the army when he was 18. Crazy young Irish and mean. Took a kid who was half gone all the way to be wrong with bloodlust and them 16s. His father, he thanks.
All right, we're back. Danny, what's up?
What's up, B?
What's going on? We have a special guest in the house.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing, man? I'm John Preziosa. Some people might know me as John P. Some people might know me as Coach Prez.
That's how I know him.
I try to live up to all three, but here I am. Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
It's been a while in the making.
Yeah, easy commute for me, so it was good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I haven't done many of these, so not that I get asked to do many of them, but yeah, I usually squirm out of them. But I couldn't say no to this.
No, this was an easy fixings for me. I was
Yeah,
like,
it's picking out all Malden's best, by the way.
This week it's fucking Prez tomorrow.
This is Malden month. That's what I'm calling it. June is Malden month.
All right, we'll get Sharon over here. We'll try to get him.
Real quick before we jump into it, I'm sure you guys have seen this fucking submarine shit, right?
Obsessed.
It's
Dude.
fucking
Obsessed.
crazy. It's
What
fucking
the fuck
crazy.
are you doing?
It's crazy.
Here's the
My
thing.
wife is so sick of me talking about it, so I'm so glad you brought
Me
that
too.
up. It's right here. It's right here. I've already made my verdict, though. These guys are squashed like hot dogs. They're done.
Oh, they're done.
They're fucked.
They're fucking done.
There's no
It's
way.
all a charade to go look for them because they're
Something
not.
happened.
$200,000 to go down and look at this thing?
Dude, $250.
Oh,
Here's the
my
problem.
apologies.
All right, so here's where I get to
Quarter of a mil.
So we'll get
Quarter
into
of a
it.
mil.
We'll get into it, but you've been
Go ahead.
around a lot of
I've done
wealthy
a lot
people.
of research today,
right?
like you, so I
Yeah.
don't want to take your thunder.
No. But I was gonna say you've been around a lot of wealthy types before in your past. We'll get into that.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's
No
the
doubt.
thing.
Fucking dying.
Show business wealthy types are different. These guys that have money because they're nerds,
Yeah.
and whatever. They're just not as interested. They're probably interested in that shit.
Right.
But here's the thing: if James Cameron hasn't gone down there to look at the thing, he could.
That should tell you
You
everything.
know what I mean? Like $250 to sit in the back of a thing, dude. That looked like something a terrorist
Smart
goes
car.
in.
And also, let me just tell you something. I did a lot of research today because I'm a little slow at work.
Yep.
There's great 3D recreations
100%.
of the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Why do we have to go down and see the thing?
We don't. You don't.
You gotta go down there. They're using a joystick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Made from an
joystick-
Xbox controller.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
That in my living room, sometimes I lose control. Like
Yeah.
I lose connectivity, and I'm like, I'm right
Yeah.
here. What? So now you're trusting a joystick
Yeah.
to navigate you in the ocean. You're a fucking
Not just
you're a
anywhere in the
tuber- can we
ocean.
Am I sorry? Are we swearing?
Yeah,
here?
you
Swear. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
We have a swear jar.
So there's a. Well, I'll probably fucking owe you $1 million by the end of the night. So you're telling me, right? You want to see this fucking thing? It's covered in seaweed. I'll bring you down to Marlin River. I'll show you some cars that are covered. we'll get you drunk and we'll say that's the Titanic. You won't know the difference. 250,000. They're done. They're
Yeah.
done.
Yeah. And by the way, they were gonna live the rest of their lives as billionaires.
Right.
And now they're not
Done.
gonna. Now they're done. And the irony of the fact that they go
You
down.
think the family's like, all right.
The irony of the fact that they're going down to look at a ship where rich people paid to go on, then died. Now these rich people go on another ship to look at that ship.
Yeah.
Now they're gonna die.
Who knew we were making a fucking sequel?
It's fucking
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah, we made a sequel.
I can tell you right now, if I was loaded, like billionaire, name it, like small jet engine plane, helicopter,
Possible.
submarine,
Quite
right?
possible.
I'd rather take the Penn State shower toilet Jerry Sandusky than get in any of those fucking things, right? You'll live
I'm
through
not
it.
trusting any. Yeah, those things are bad. Those things are not good. I agree with you on that. Let's leave it to the professionals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Titanic was a great movie.
Yeah.
Good movie.
I'll leave
Dude,
it.
you
leave it
can
that.
see, it's
we
like
know
you
the
said.
ending. We know the
Yeah,
ending.
Listen.
dude.
It's like you said. You can see all this shit on the internet.
He's going to look. I looked at today. I was mystified by the fucking
100%.
thing.
You can
Guess
see
what I did?
videos of it.
I went and took a piss. I came
Yeah.
back. I ate my lunch.
Still alive.
I was fine.
Yeah.
I wasn't in a tube like this going, Gilly, we all right? No, I'm not.
Yeah.
They can't fucking see a thing, I'm sure, down there. I mean,
No.
That's got to be horrific.
Dude.
Kid at work says, what's the over-under in, like, time that these guys start just going at each other? Like, losing
Freaking the
their
fuck
fucking
out.
mind.
Very quickly. Very fucking
Very
quickly.
quickly, right? No
Now,
matter
it's-
who it is.
They better
I love
hope.
you, I
Think-
love you.
I really
Yeah.
hope that the thing just popped. Like, I hope it just
I
like
just hope
imploded.
it
Yeah,
did
just,
too.
like, under
That's
pressure.
what I think happened.
Because, and that's what they said, because it has no signal.
Yep.
So, like, basically the electricity's gone. So it's like, they're fucked. And the guy even said, like, one of the guys was like, even if you could see the sonar, it all looks the same down there from a fucking scan.
Right.
Like, they're fucking gone.
I
Can you imagine just start swimming, trying to get to up top, and it takes you, I don't know, 2.5 days?
Yeah, that's how
By
far
the way,
they're down. They're 2.5 miles
By
down.
the way, this is a classic that happened to us. The time I was like, oh, I don't think that girl in Duxbury got killed by her husband.
Oh, yeah.
Literally as we're doing the show, and then that night they're like, they found a saw and a fucking knife and all that shit. And I'm like, that aged badly. Right now they probably pop these people the bolts off that thing. They're probably all getting out. I hope.
No shit.
That would be great. Real quick, thank you to Dave Russo for last week, by the way.
Oh, great time.
So I told you this, but I'm sure people who follow the page, they were all commented on the picture I took of him. So I was supposed to go to his first show Thursday night at Mix 360.
Mm-hmm.
My fucking daughter decides to go down, whatever. Like, I'm chasing her around.
Oh, boy.
It was my wife's last day at school. She had a few drinks after school. She wasn't even drunk. She was just, like, tired.
Yeah.
So I go pick her up. Russo's like, are you here? I was like, I'm not, but I'm on my way. I get there, and he's like, it was over. And he's like, I'm playing at Giggles in 5 minutes. Get in your car and drive as fast as you can. So I'm like, all right, yeah, fuck it. Guy brought me through the... First of all, I get there. He's like, meet me at the Center Bar at Prince Pizza. Giggles, for the people who listen in Colorado and fucking San Francisco and stuff, Prince is a pizza joint on Route 1 that has a comedy club in it.
Yep.
Great comedy club.
Yep.
Run by Lenny Clark's brother. Owned by him. And so I'm at the center. He's like, meet me at the Center Bar, which is in the actual restaurant. So I'm at the Center Bar. I see him run into Giggles. And I'm like, he does have a touch of ADD. He said it. I mean, I was like, did he forget that I was coming?
Yeah.
I was like, did he forget that I'm just sitting here like a dickhead with some family from
Fucking
like
straight pinball,
dude,
bro.
I'm with some family from Saugus drinking fucking Bud Lights. I'm like, is this how the night's ending?
Yeah.
Then he comes flying out. He's like, went back right through the back of the room out of Goodfellas.
Beautiful.
Right? Like just right through
You've
the
seen that
fucking,
movie, right, Prez?
Oh, about 100 fucking times. About 500 times.
right through the kitchen. As he was going on stage, he was fucking tremendous. Absolutely fucking awesome. Show was great. He gave him like, I think he only had to do like 20 minutes. He gave him a half hour.
Yeah.
Like he was like, and he went around to
Sometimes
everybody.
you can't stop.
Dude, he went around to everybody afterwards, like shaking everybody's hand. Like, so very
Great
thank-
hockey player back in the day, by the way.
I-
Great hockey.
Jim and his brother, right?
Good hockey player.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other rumor I'm getting. By the way, it was cracking me up because I didn't put the two together. He was like, I wrestled this kid, Jim McSweeney, and him was the kid from Melrose, right? Buggy's like, boys, Jim McSweeney.
Yeah.
This kid has moved off the grid, by the way. He's got like Buggy showed me these pictures like 2 years ago, being like, oh, here's this kid has like goats and all this shit, and he lives off the grid. It's him. Like, so that was why my buddy Brett tried. It was like, hey, I can fucking get this rematch going between you and McSweeney.
In a mud wrestling or something?
Yeah, exactly.
Middle of his farm?
Exactly. Also, before we get into this, next double fucking bill next Friday night.
Yeah.
This Friday night.
Yes, sir.
Danny Gill's first live comedy performance.
Yeah, baby. Stand up.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Gonna be at what's the name of the place?
It's a brewery. I'm going to fuck it up. It's like HBK, but I know it's not Hot Break Kid. It's something like that. It's 3 initials. I'll look it
Okay.
up.
How many minutes you got to eat out?
So I only got 10 minutes.
Oh,
but
only.
Yeah.
That's what I keep telling him.
Only.
only.
I mean, geez.
What do you want, an hour special?
I mean, I'd be done in like, 2.5 minutes, and I'd be looking at the crowd saying, all right, what do you got? You got anything here?
BHZ. It's a
right.
brewery in Weymouth.
So what's
VHD.
So, yeah. No, can I segue in?
Yeah, yeah. Anything you
And
want.
I wanted to ask him
You're
about
part of the show.
Because all I see is the kid online, and, we don't see each other much.
Right. Yep.
I think we saw each other at Town Fair Tire.
Yeah,
once.
we did.
Yeah, getting
I was,
tires.
Yeah.
during COVID. I think I told you this. I had to do like
Two only guys with no masks on, I bet.
100%. And they had he's like, yeah. I'm like, it's one fucking tire. How long? He's like, 4 hours. I'm
Yeah.
like, pardon me?
Yeah.
I went by myself. I had no ride back. I talked to him for like a half hour. I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, Pocari's is right there. I'll just go sit at the bar for a little bit.
Perfect.
They put me in a booth by myself. Like Steven Glansberg,
Oh,
dude.
'cause you couldn't sit at the bar?
Couldn't sit at the bar. It was miserable. I'm sitting there like looking. I'm like, you guys got coloring books? It was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
No one's around me. I'm like, I can't sit right there. He's like, protocol. I don't know what to tell you. Like, you fucking asshole.
Pie was worth it, though.
Oh, it was fucking
Pie
fantastic.
was worth
Yeah.
it, though. Yeah. So, what gets you into this? Tell me about that.
So the day of, I've always wanted to do it,
Yeah.
but the day of Malden Pop One, I had a fundraiser, and Russo ended up being on there. There was a bunch of comedians. It was a fundraiser at Giggles.
Yeah.
And after the show, we had a bunch of raffles, and the president was like, I need you to get up there and fucking just start doing the raffles.
Okay.
So I literally just was up there just making little jokes here and there.
Yeah.
And the dude, which I believe is Lenny Clark's brother, was like, do you do stand-up? And I was like, no. He's like, you need to.
Not bad.
That's all I needed to hear.
That was, by the way,
Fucking-
that was Russo's best line of the thing when you go, the guy goes, you should be doing stand up. And then Russo goes, was he hitting on you?
Yeah. And so, like, after that, I was like, I really got to fucking at least do it once, dude. If I bomb, I bomb.
You're not gonna. I mean,
No,
listen.
it doesn't even if you do bomb. Who cares?
Yeah,
Right,
who gives a
that's
shit?
Excellent.
Yeah,
That's fantastic.
I think it's great. So, anyways, 23rd,
23rd.
you're opening, right?
I don't know if I'm opening. I just know that I have a 10-minute spot.
Okay.
Because
Well,
and the reason I say I don't know if I'm opening because what Russo said, he was like, I wouldn't put a brand new kid up first.
Yeah.
I'd throw him in the mix. So I don't know
Well,
where
you're
I'm
gonna
going to
go
be.
wherever they tell you to
Right.
go. That's the
If
bottom
I'm- if
line.
I'm
You're gonna
fucking-
dude, you're not some fucking rube from like
Yeah.
from fucking Lemonster is just gonna
No.
get up there. You know what I mean?
No, I'll be
Come
all
on.
right.
You've been
Get some
fucking
shit.
being funny for your life,
Right.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
be
some shit.
I'll be all right. So that's Friday night. And then you got
And then I'm at Lily P's playing with my band Friday night.
yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. The Converse Outlet band will be there
What a name,
Friday
dude.
night.
Huh?
Beautiful.
Because
Fucking
my
great
dad
name.
would only take me to the Converse Outlet
So I
when
got a great story.
wouldn't
about
give me
the
Nike
outlet.
ears.
I got a great one about the outlet.
Do you?
Yeah.
Let's do it now.
So when we were kids, I mean, you know, apologize to who's getting, you know, putting into the mix on this one, but I don't think any of us have any shame. But when we were kids, we figured out on trash night, they threw away the rejects. So we go down, you know what I mean? Jay Breen's with me. I don't know if you know Jay at all.
Yep.
And Chris Breen, neighborhood guys. Michael Vakovicius, God rest his soul, great kid. So we're there, we're fucking rifling through, man. You know, and it's like survival. You know, we're trying to get elbow room and see what we can get. So I wanted these Dr. J's bad, you know what I mean? So
The weapons, kid. The weapons.
whatever. Yeah, right. So I find one, and it's like a size fucking 6, which was what I was in back then. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Probably 12. You know, so
Size 6 to 12?
I find the other one like it's an 11. So I put the fucking things on, like come out, and I'm walking around like I'm the shit. My father says, "What the fuck is that? What are you wearing flippers for?" So the long story short is we used to get free sneakers from other trash. Yeah,
Hey, I
anything
did-
that was rejects.
Hey,
we get 'em.
I did the same thing with Hostess when they throw away the fucking Twinkies and
Sure, you
shit.
got good stuff.
The best.
Yeah.
The best. Dude,
Yeah.
think of like 12 kids on bikes and they're like, it's fucking Friday night. You know what they're doing. And they would take it right from the shelves. It was still wrapped.
Yeah.
And they would put it in the dumpster. Yeah. Dumpster diving, bro.
Yeah.
See you later. We'd sit there and Star Crunch, fucking Twinkies, you name it, dude. Fucking Funny Bones, all that shit.
Yeah,
Give me
this
it
is what
all.
I'm talking about. Yeah.
I regret nothing.
I got another one, the Ericos, God rest his soul. Both of them passed away since craziness, but they were neighborhood kids back in the day, and I remember because we never could afford the real J's, so he came up one day and he had a wagon full of them. I'll never forget it. I think it was Chris. Twins, you know,
Yeah.
twin kids, legendary Malden kids, good kids, man. I don't care what anyone says about them.
Yeah.
But we're dragging. I said, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Well, we found these." Fucking box full of fucking a cig. I go, "I got $5, so I give him. You know, I come home. My father's like Lorenzo from the Bronx Tale. He goes,
Oh, his
bring him back.
His father's the best.
Bring him back," he
Yeah.
says. I go, "What do you mean? I just got them." He goes, No, those are hot. I didn't know what that meant. What do you mean they're hot? They're fucking nice. No, I had to bring them back, man, because he knew where they got them from.
That's fucked.
Yeah, but Converse Outlet was right there, man.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
in Edgewood.
Yeah.
So, you know, we were always buzzing around.
Yeah, me and my buddy were the two kids that always had Converse, and we've been playing together forever. So I'm like, we had to have a new name for this new band. So I'm like, so we're gonna be called the Converse Outlet. My other neighbor's in the band, plays guitar, and he's like, what about? He's not from around here. He's from New Hampshire. He's like, what about just calling it Converse Outlet? And I go, what are you fucking talking about?
Yeah,
It's
no.
not Converse Outlet, kid.
Yeah,
that's
I
the
like
only
where you're
fucking-
going with it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
the
like where you're
Converse
going with
Outlet.
it.
By the way, I've had so many people come to me, you know, playing breweries and shit around here, and they're like, "That's the fucking best name I've ever heard."
great
Like,
name.
if you're from here,
That's a
that's
great
like
name.
a fucking.
Yeah.
That's
Now,
a
where are you guys playing again? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to step
so
on
we're
that.
at Lily P's,
Nice.
sponsor of this show.
Nice.
Lily P's Chicken in Cambridge.
Nice.
Going on at like 8. We got some. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. They have the best food. We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
We'll do a little
Perfect.
thing for them. But anyways, you
Perfect.
can catch if you're on the South Shore, you can catch Danny.
Yeah.
North Shore, you can catch me.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so down in Weymouth, all my South Shore people, I know I got a lot of them listening.
Yeah.
If I don't see you there, if you thought I shit on the South Shore beforehand,
Forget
oh
it.
boy.
Yeah, you got a good crew of guys down
I
there.
do. Yeah, All my local 12 boys, a lot of them are from down there. So
Did they make pizza down there?
yeah, it's that South Shore nonsense. That's all they care about.
Like
They
bar?
care about
What
that
is
more
it?
than their own family.
What is
only
it, like
thing we
bar? Is it the bar pizza?
Yeah, it is. It is fucking good though. I do
And
like
it's
it.
all right.
I do
Yeah,
like
it's
it.
good.
Well,
It's-
all pizza's good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, let's put it this way: it's better than Greek pizza.
Right.
Is it Regina? No,
No,
obviously not. You know what I mean?
Regina's
Let's
not-
not get
It's
crazy.
a top 3, gotta be, right?
Yeah.
I had to live on the South Shore. I didn't have to, but I lived on the South Shore for 3 years. 1 in Quincy and then 2 in Milton.
Oh, okay.
And me and my wife were like bouncing apartments. We were first married, and I used to drive over to Regina at the fucking South Shore Plaza because that was the only plausible pizza within
Beautiful.
like 30 miles.
Yeah.
Every
Nothing
Friday
wrong with
night, I would take it straight down there, get that pizza, Go home. My son had Regina yesterday for the first time. He's like, that's fucking unbelievable. I'm like,
Anytime we go to Fenway, it has to be
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
It has to be done.
Yeah, why
It
not?
has to be done.
yeah,
That's
the
a
best.
no-brainer.
Yeah.
All right, so let's give him. All right, so the claim to fame.
Well, I mean, I guess the claim to fame, if someone would ask you, like, yeah, I mean, I was a rapper when, like, white rappers weren't around, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was, like, one of those first guys that were around. Not that I tried to be or anything like that. I just, like Gilly knows, where we grew up and stuff, you just kind of down. You just kind of vibe with the right people that you related to. And I just happened to relate to the guys down Newland Street, and that's kind of where we grew up. And I had great guys around me, man. It was really good. We had like guys like Warren Walcott. We had guys like Andy Ferreira, Andy, who I stay in touch with still. And no lie, man. I mean, he knows the neighborhood I walked around. We used to have a huge radio, fucking LL Cool J style, had a microphone on it. And Andy would beatbox and I would freestyle, and that's how we kind of got our stuff going. And so we really did start out grassroots. So it was pretty cool. It was fun. It was a good rap.
Top choice click.
Top
right?
choice click is what we kind of evolved into. Yeah. But the early days, it was just kind of us three kind of just hanging around down the projects, trying to get on and get the older guys' attention or the girls' attention, whatever you have. We had a place called Skate Town USA down there. I don't know if you guys heard of that.
Yeah, well, it was right after my time when my siblings went there all the time. They had the midnight skate and
It's
shit.
unbelievable.
It was crazy.
This fucking place was crazy.
Yeah, so
literally, just like lights go out.
So
It's like, what the
right behind MC, the banger stores.
Yeah.
So right where like Hollywood Video was, that's
Yep.
where it was, and like U-Haul, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. So that's where it was.
Yeah.
As a kid, I went down there. It was like a Halloween show, I want to say, you know what I mean? And I just saw how many people were there, and I'm like, ooh, this is interesting. And there was a kid, to be honest with you, I have no problem giving him credit because he deserves it. The kid named Jerry Murphy, Cooley J, was his name. We ended up becoming rivals, I guess, if you would say so, young kid rivals. But I always loved the kid, and I remember him getting up on the mic, kind of like Gilly got his comedy career going.
Yeah.
This kid was just freestyling. The place was going crazy, and I'm kind of looking around like, okay, so he can do it. Maybe I could do it. And that night, was also a night, there's a crew, infamous Boston crew called the RSO crew. They performed.
I know, yeah, Benzino.
They performed, Benzino. And that we became, I guess, enemies later on.
No shit.
Yeah, we did. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can tell that story. I have no problem telling that one.
We got nothing but time, Press.
So they played Skate Town, and I was just blown away by them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was their presence and everything about them, and I was like, okay, they're local. So I started kind of to put together, like, I think I can kind of do this. But it started really when I was, like, younger, man. And this is going to sound as, like, cliche, nerdy. There was a place called A&B Music down in Malden Square way before, like, you guys, I think that you were around here. And I know way before you were around.
But I do remember a music store down
Top
there.
46.
Oh, okay.
So
All
I'm
right.
a lot
No,
older.
you're
Yeah,
around,
yeah,
brother. You're
yeah,
around, brother.
yeah,
Okay.
I do remember
Okay,
A&B,
so
though.
they had 45s in there, and I used to kill my time. I didn't have money, but I would have time, and I'd be down there, and I'd just be looking. The guy was a fucking, I don't know what his problem was. He was kind of an asshole, to be honest with you. I think I got a local band or something. He was like, I'm
Yeah.
a fucking drummer boy.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing in here? You have any money, kid? I had nothing, but, I'm trying to steal or whatever I can do.
Right.
But I'm watching these records, and I'm like, this is interesting. Like, these people are fucking real people. Now, this is me. I'm not lying, man. This is me like at 11. I'm like, this is intriguing to me. Like, their name and their voice is going to be on this record as far as they live. So I kind of just got obsessed with it then. And then, we just started kind of rolling after high school a little bit. And that RSO crew show, though, that night in Malden, I was like, oh, interesting. And then the other interesting point was later that same year, I went to an all-ages show. This is when the turning point really happened. Will Smith, Fresh Prince and Jazzy Jeff. Fucking unbelievable show, by the way. Oh, my God. He was unbelievably talented, big dude, was really, really good. But they had 3 opening acts, and they were all from Boston. And I just turned to my boy, and I'm like, come on, man. We got to do this. Like, look at this place. This is fucking insane.
Right. And this was at Skate Town?
This was at the Channel. That's this all-ages show at the Channel. The RSO crew one was at Skate Town.
Okay.
So that's where the seed kind of first planted, and I was like, oh, interesting. These dudes are local. I think I could maybe do this. But I'm still kind of like, scared about, intimidated a little bit. I'm just a kid from Malden. But after that Channel show, I was like, okay, we got to get together and do some stuff. So we started slowly, and then the killer was we met Mike. We met the third member of the group. He was the brains behind everything, Force. Love the kid to death. Still talk to him probably once a week. Genius music mastermind behind the whole thing. Great lyricist. So, when I met him, that's when we took it to the next level. You know, so I'm a pretty resourceful kid, and I kind of realized like, hey, I'm a little limited right now, but if I find a kid that can really go and have it the whole.
Yeah.
This kid was the whole package, man. It's
Yeah.
Kanye West style
Yeah.
talent.
Yeah.
Like we would make records out of a fucking air conditioner, like whatever we had around, we made records out of.
Yeah.
But when we met him is when we really started to pursue this thing. And then I mean, I'm 100% honest. Like all those years trying to get there, we probably had like 3 years there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So I liken it to like a pitcher that works his whole time through the system. To be honest with you, maybe 2.5 years even. 'Cause
Yep.
it was fleeting, man. It was fast.
Yep.
It went fast. But just like anything, when it's good, it's good.
Yeah.
When it's bad, it's bad.
Yeah.
So when it was good, it was really good.
Yeah.
But there was a bad side of it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like when things start to fall apart, it's not a fun sign.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
but we had a great run. I met some great talented guys. Like I got to record with Nuno Betancourt. I got to record with Gary Sharon. Got to write with those guys. I mean, it's an unbelievable Malden connection. Malden opportunity
Yeah.
those guys gave me. So, it was fun. It was worth
Well,
it.
let me say this first of all. So obviously like I always was just fucking crazy for music since I was a little kid. That was always my thing. Like I've said this on the show. Like my son. By the way, they're doing off-season workouts for football now in Melrose. He came home, he passed out on the couch with like 13 seconds. Like he's getting fucking worked out there. He is like, I'm like Mr. Holland's Opus, like when his kid is deaf, like, except he's not deaf, he just hates music. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, how you don't have this, like.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was monster into rap. That was what I was into at first. Because I started out breakdancing. And then, like, I was the only kid who could break dance, although, that was over by the time I was in second grade. I was fucked. And then I just got huge into rap. I remember my buddy, the first tape I ever had was Eric B. and Rakim.
Oh, perfect.
Microphone Fiend.
Yeah, perfect.
Still one of my favorites of all time. And all I wanted to do was become a rapper. This is not a joke.
Yeah.
And I was like, this was my dream. Like, I want to be a fucking rapper. It's like 4 other kids at school said they did too, but nobody knew what to do.
Right.
Like, it was like you were saying, right? It was like, and first of all, I would write like a little bit, and I could write songs and everything, but I'm a miserable fucking rapper.
Yeah.
Miserable. Awful. Right? God awful. Not that I'm trying in my spare time now, but bottom line is I didn't have the talent for it. But like, I remember it was like my buddy's like, I'll get turntables. Like, well, what are you gonna fucking do with them? And he's like, I don't know. And I'm we don't have like, this was Melrose. We didn't have like the fucking access. Dude, there's no internet back then. There's nobody being like, how do you do what they're doing on TV?
No,
Like,
you
I don't
gotta
know.
learn.
There wasn't a book for it.
No.
You know what
You got
I
to
mean?
go
Like,
in the field and fucking just get it.
100%.
Yeah.
Like, it was not like that. You know what I mean?
One of my keys to getting in was they got a job at Skippy White's. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody came there. And that's how I met everybody. Literally everybody. From the guys from the stores to Benzino to everybody. You know what I mean? Benzino was funny. The thing about him was, so where...
He's a little fucking ratty piece of shit.
Yeah,
he is.
yeah.
He really
so,
is.
it's funny now, because my kids look at it and be like, because I mean, I'm not trying to like, listen, man, I'm not here for fucking clout or I don't care
Right.
about clicks or anything.
No, but I think it's an interesting story.
So the funniest thing about this is, because my kids look at him now, he's like, Dad, Benzino's kind of weak. Like, what the fuck? Why is it such a big deal? I'm like, well, back in the day, he
he
kind
was-
of had a catch.
of
He
course
was a
he did.
gangster.
Yeah.
So, but the funniest thing was, we respected each other and everything was going great until we started to kind of come up, really come up. But it was funny because the first time we met him, Mike and I played Northeastern. We played a show at Northeastern. And I'll never forget, we just came out, we just killed it. It was like probably 600 people there. It was a nice show.
Yeah.
We came out and we hit Huntington, whatever that street is right there,
Yep.
right there. And we hear a beep, we're like, I look over, I go, I know who that is, you know what I mean? It's like, and he's waving us over. It's literally, brother, it's like Whitey Bulger waving you over back in the day in Southie.
Yeah.
You don't walk away from the car, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we go over. And he's like, get in. I'm like, oh boy, you know what I mean? So we get in. So there's a guy driving, there's Benzino, there's me, and there's Mike in the back seat, and we're just kind of looking at each other like, what the fuck is this all about? And all of a sudden, he pulls out our cassette. He goes, this is unbelievable, man. Like, we've been listening to this, we're just like, what the fuck? So I forget how it ended, but he just kind of like dropped us off. He was like, all right, guys, keep it going. But then the next time I see him, and this is all true, man. This is all true, brothers. The next time I see him, we're headlining we're opening up for Tribe Called Quest.
Oh, sick.
But we're the headliner. We're the co-headliner.
Yep.
So when we're driving up, we get to see Tribe Called Quest featuring Top Choice Clique, whatever it says.
Yeah.
So like it was pretty cool, man.
That's sick.
We took pictures of that. It was like, all right, we have that. So we walk in and we hear a commotion going on. And I'm like immediately like, what the fuck's going on here? And it's RSO crew. And they got the promoter hemmed up. And they're like, take the fucking sign off right now. That you put our name up there. And we're just like, what the fuck? So he comes over to me. He goes, "Hey, man, you know, I hate asking you this, but do you?" I go, "Listen, brother. It looks like you're in a tough spot here."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
man? So like, yes, take it off by all means. Don't
Sure.
worry about it. Don't worry about it. You know. So we were going out that night with half an army because Force was in fucking Jamaica on a family vacation or something, and I couldn't say no to this gig. So we go and do it. But I get like Gilly instead of Force.
Yeah.
And no offense to Gilly, I love Gilly, but
Right.
he's not Force. And
Yeah.
this kid that we got, no offense to the kid listening, if he hears this, he was not Mike, you know.
Yeah.
So we're half fucking cocked out there, and I'm like, oh boy. So we go out, and no, they play first because I refused to move that. I was like, fuck
Yeah.
that. No.
Yeah.
We finally got here.
Right.
They can open up. So he goes out and he goes against us. Like, we're not opening up for some fucking pussy motherfucker top choice Clique or something like that. I'm like, oh Jesus. And it turns the crowd immediately. And we go out and it's just a bomb show. It's a bomb. I'm not gonna lie to you. We sucked. And we end up getting booed off or something. So anyways, I'm hot. I come off the stage hot because he set us up for failure. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, what the fuck kind of opening is that?
Yeah.
Right.
It's one. I said this. It was terrible, man. Right. And I remember consciously saying to the rest of the guys, like, we gotta try to do something here, man. Like, we can't let this happen.
Right.
Because this will get around.
Yeah.
There's no internet. So I pushed the pile a little bit, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people always want to ask about that situation. And then I couldn't get really near him because a lot of people in there. I remember looking around going, what the fuck are you doing, man?
Yeah.
It's like 20 deep, and it's like you, and I think one person came in with me. But finally, one of them grabbed me, the DJ, and he looked me right in the eyes. He says, hey, he likes you. This is all about image. You're going too far. And I went, fair enough.
Gotcha.
So we both did two things. I stood up for ourselves, and you gave me a good warning, and I got out of here with my fucking teeth still intact, and we're going to leave, and we're all going to be good. But Mike is a funny motherfucker because he always blames me for everything. So we get a chance to be on the Posse soundtrack. And there's a line in there about Hatfield sports teams, and it's definitely a shot at them.
Yeah, because that was all Boston then.
And they know it. Really.
Yeah.
So we think it's squash, but he starts it up again. But everyone blames me all the time. But that's fine, because I'll take it from Mike. I love Michael. So we go, and we're on a live show. This is a funny one. And I hear it immediately that we're taking phone calls. And it's live. It's live cable access. And I hear it, and I know it's him right away. I know it's Stray Dog. And he goes, hey, is that song about anyone in particular? And before I can get the words out of my mouth, he's like, we're on our way. We're coming right now. So we cut for a commercial, and I went, let's go. And bang, we're out of there. You know what I mean? We got out of there within fucking minutes. So I'm not sure if he was coming, but we were pretty close.
Yeah.
With Boston Cable Access, we were in like Roxbury, so I got out of there. But the last time I ever heard about him was we were at Kai's.
Yeah.
And it was when we were in our run. And when I say run, I mean like we were on BET like every day, like literally. And I'm not trying to brag, brothers, but like it was because it was crazy for me because you know we would literally unplug the Genesis because we had a lot to do back then. So we would unplug it after playing like NBA or whatever, and it'd be like, oh, look at that, there it is again. It was like on a lot, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we
sick.
started
That is fucking sick.
we started getting big there for a minute, and we were at Kai's one night, and this guy just come out of the blue I'd never seen before, and he says, do you know Ray Scott? And I know
Yeah,
that's
yeah, I know it is.
And I go, yeah, I know. He goes, yeah, he told me he's gonna kill you or something. I went, and I kind of didn't go out for a little while after that. I'm gonna tell you the truth about that. But I mean, you know what, man? I mean, I love them early on, but I still think like we were far superior to their music. I didn't think they were very
So how did you guys get like to that, like from starting from like, okay, whatever, start doing shows, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, was it a promoter that grabbed you and was like,
So
I think I can turn this into like,
So it's funny you say that because there were looking
Still another
back,
one of these?
Yeah.
there were a lot of people involved. But we did have a couple guys get involved early on that kind of stayed with us. One guy named by Mike Sharp. But as far as opportunity goes, it came through Cupid's Dead. Peter Levine introduced me somehow to this extreme crew.
No shit.
Yeah, and I was at a New Year's Eve party. This is actually the real story, and Gary can confirm this. And they pulled me off into some room, and Nuno was there, and it was Gary, Nuno, and I think maybe Pat Badger was there, and they had some beat, and it was like, could you write to this? And I think I like spit something really quick, like a written thing that I already had, and they were like, wow, this is really cool. We'll be in touch. We're gonna get you down to Florida, and we'll get you to record this. I'm like, yeah, okay, sure.
yeah,
I don't think anything of it, man. You know what I mean? I'm young, whatever. And then I come home, never forget, I come home playing hoop at the Y Friday night.
We had a whole show based on the Y, dude.
Yeah,
Whole show based on the Malden Y.
So I come back and I'm fucking
Where
bored.
legends are made.
I press play on the answering machine for all you youngsters out there who don't know what that is. And it's the Extreme Manager. And he says, hey, expect a package at your house tomorrow. I mean, it was really like what dreams come true.
Yeah.
Like, really. And he says, we're going to fly you in for the weekend to Fort Lauderdale, and this guy will pick you up at the airport, be ready to record that day. So there you go. So I go, I do my part. I get it done in like one take, 'cause I'm so fucking nervous, and I just want to get it out of there, and I just spit it out. And there's a lot of people around, man, and I don't know what's going on. And I just meet some people, you know what I mean? And I just leave for the weekend, and I'm gone, man. I'm just like, this is it. I'm in Florida. I'm like, fuck this. I'm a Malden kid. Gilly knows, you know what I mean? I'm literally driving around on like a fucking 5.0. I don't know whose car this is, but I know I'm here and I'm doing it. So I disappear, man, and I come back the day I'm ready to leave. I'm supposed to leave at like 1 p.m. I get back at like 9 a.m. Where the fuck were you? And I just met some friends. We hung out, whatever. And they say, listen, there was an A&R guy from A&M in the room. Like, they want to do a record with you, but with like Nuno producing it, kind of like a Kid Rock thing before Kid Rock.
Okay. Yeah.
So immediately I'm kind of like, well, I got a crew, but like, yeah, this is awesome. Thanks. Cool. Bring me to the airport, whatever. We'll figure it out.
Right.
So I fly home and I'm just like, what the fuck? There's no set, like, we're not calling people back then. But right when I land, I call a meeting with the guys and I'm like, listen, you know, like I got this opportunity, or we could try to get them to do a record with us, you know, our band. And we just decided as a group to just go with the band option. And they were cool about it. Nuno was very helpful. And we signed a contract with A&M, I want to say like 92.
Yep.
And it lasted till like 94.
Nice.
So it was a good run.
It's like crazy how quickly that happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, it was quick.
Yeah.
It was quick. And you know what was fun about it was like, I got to do like a bunch of tour dates with Extreme.
Yeah.
Because I did this song. I did like Cupid's Dead. I did like a 30-second rap on that. And it was just like the easiest gig ever. You know what I mean? I just spit my rhyme. Then I go into the crowd, and I was famous for that. Yeah. And they'd be like, what are you? Oh, yeah, that's me. So, yeah, it was cool. It was easy. It was easy pickings. It was easy pickings, man. It was fun.
Where was
It was good to be young.
Where was your favorite show?
Well, we got to play the Kiss concert, but there's two of them. I'll tell you, it's about two of them. The Kiss concert's the obvious answer because it was at the Xfinity Center. So it was a big stage. Yeah. Mark Wahlberg, all these other fucking idiots were there. And, you know, all these guys that we had beef, you know what I mean? Like a very competitive thing. So we got to do it that night. But the best, I got to be honest with you, man, the best show that we ever played was a sold-out channel back in 92, KRS-One. Fucking sick. Yeah, we opened up. And I mean, I'm not like I said, I'm not no shame in my game, brother. I'm doing my sound check, and I'm thinking like, yeah, I'm doing my sound check. KRS-One's checking me out. Look at this. Yeah, I'm fucking spitting. D Nice is right there, and he just walks up to me, and I'm like, is he gonna give me props or is he gonna fucking beat me up right now? He just takes the mic from me, and he's like, okay, we're gonna do our sound check now. I go, oh, well, we've been waiting for you. Thanks. Nice to see you, Chris. Good to meet you. But no, you know, after the show, I think he gave us props. That was our apex, though, man. We killed it. It was unbelievable. Just the energy in the room that night. You know, like I liken it to 8 Mile, man. Like that whole energy that was happening. Yeah. KRS-One at that time during his My Philosophy tour. We got to open up for him. It was sick, man. We got to play like a 40-minute set. Yeah, it was probably our best show.
So would you guys be still based out of Boston during that whole time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a lot of flying. We did a lot of flying. We went to like BET a lot. We did a lot of New York trips, a few LA trips. We filmed both of our videos in LA. So yeah, it was fun, man. We had a lot of parties.
It is crazy though, like because I've watched like that, you know, whatever. It's like I mean I grew up at that time, like right. So I'm 46, right? So like I'm probably the perfect age of a kid who's like life was not formed by Disney, was formed by MTV.
Right.
Like I remember watching like Pat Benatar videos, the first videos, dude. I was watching them, right?
Yeah.
Cindy
and
Lauper.
it is amazing. Like you look back, I watched a one night, like I was like, I had the flu for like 2 weeks. This is pre-COVID, right? And I'm like out of anything to watch. And I'm like, there's a ZZ Top documentary? Yes, I'm in, right? I didn't know. They were like, just like, dude, they were a straight blues band, but they were like, had the foresight to be like, hey, let's make a fucking video. And they put a fucking fancy car and a hot chick in there. But they're never, their whole secret was they're like Santa Claus in the videos. They just show up. They never like getting the hot chick. It's always some younger dude.
Yeah.
But dude, they were nothing like what they became. And they were like, without MTV, we're like a Texas barbie.
Yeah.
Basically.
That's it.
You know what I mean? Like they just made it. So if you could make a video, they needed videos back then. I mean, before you guys were doing it, right? But like at the beginning of MTV,
you're right.
they needed videos.
Yeah.
So it was like if you just had a video and a fucking clean sounding, decent song,
Dude,
whatever
this-
it was, you were in.
There's still videos. Like I don't even know who the fucking bands were or the people singing. But I video memory.
Yeah.
I remember like shit like that. Like I remember I remember that ZZ Top video.
Dude, Take On Me?
Yeah.
Like, Take
Oh,
On
is that
Me.
the one where it's like half cartoon?
Unbelievable.
See what I'm saying?
Like,
You got it. You got it.
Fucking blow my mind.
Yeah, crazy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Alice in Chains with the sewn eyes, scariest thing ever.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's
Fucking,
Yeah.
it's just it goes The Ring, the movie The Ring, and then that.
The movie
Yeah.
The Ring's the fucking
Yeah, memory.
I can't
Yeah.
even talk
Yeah.
about that. So would you guys make your own beats or like would you have a
Yeah.
producer?
Everything was made by Mike.
Okay.
Mike did everything. Yeah. No regrets, but like we just funny. I was telling my son the other day the story because he's getting of age.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Oh, Cypress Hill." And I said, "Oh, it's funny because we had a song, Push It Past Red."
Yep.
The label wanted us to do a remix, and we were gonna do Cypress Hill was gonna do the remix, and Mike didn't want it to happen, man. Mike, I give him credit. I mean, like he stayed with his guns.
No shit.
But I remember being like, "Okay, Mike, I got to go against you on this one." But yeah, we did everything ourselves, man. Yeah, we were trying to get it on.
Dude, I was explaining it. I've
we
said
were
it
trying to
many,
get put on ourselves.
I've said it many times in this podcast because like I was so into rap at that time, but I'm like and the funny thing is that I think if you're listening to this in Colorado or whatever, and everybody who listens knows that Malden is right next to Melrose, but they're a world apart, really, back then especially. But like, I always try to explain it like this: as a young kid from the suburbs, the only way you could, for somebody like me, to learn about like anything to do with like inner city was to watch and listen to rap.
Yeah.
like that was how I got my information, basically.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. See, we got lucky. College radio was really relevant back then.
Yeah.
And I'm a kid that's like gonna just keep knocking on people's doors. I'm
Yeah.
Malden through and through. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know.
Yeah,
how
yeah.
it is. Little opportunity, we're gonna break it down.
Yep.
So like the minute I get someone on the phone, I'm like, they're gonna play my record, and I'm gonna deliver it to you, hand deliver it. We would drive it around to everywhere. I mean, it was really grassroots type shit, man. It
Yeah.
was fun. It was fun. I would not want to grow up any other way. It was great.
It's sick, dude.
Yeah, it was great.
And like, do you think? All right, so obviously there's a world in which, let's say, Cypress Hill produces that, right? Or you do the remix with them.
Yeah.
And like, your life's completely different,
Yeah.
right? Right? Like, there's a world in which that happens,
Yeah.
right? But I almost think, like, I always say, like, which my sister always says, like, is bullshit. That I'm always like, I don't want to be famous. Like, you have a podcast, you have a band. Like, obviously, you fucking want to be famous. But like, I heard a great line. This guy Jay Sisbel says, like, I'm glad to be famous enough that I can get recognized randomly, very infrequently.
Yeah.
I can pay for any meal I want to pay for.
Yeah.
But like, I can go to Target and nobody fucking bugs me.
You know what, man? There's some truth to that. And Jack Johnson, someone said that the other day. He's got the greatest world because like no one recognizes him in public.
Yeah.
He sells 1 million records.
Right.
Yeah.
Sells out. He's always writing great songs. But no, listen, this is the sappy part of it. And I apologize in advance for this. But this is where I met my wife. So
Yeah.
you know what? When people say to me, "Oh, you didn't make it," this is lady who's been like the everything in our family. You know, she raised our kids. You know, so. Yeah, I mean, things didn't happen the way we wanted to monetarily, but
Sure.
like, like guys like Esoteric and all these younger guys that have now taken the torch, for them to call us up and kind of bring us on stage every now and then, or, even I've recorded some songs with Esoteric, to be looked at in that light, there is something for that. There is something said to be that.
Like I told this, I think I told it on here one time, but like I'd be playing around all the time. I got started playing music late, kind of guitar and stuff. Wrote this song. I went to this random open mic. This is like later. I'd already played like big rooms, but they had a contest at the Lizard Lounge, so I went and I won it. And the girl who was the feature that night, it was like she would, for the folk type music, she would be like a big deal. And she came up to me after. She's like, "That's the best song I've heard in like a year."
Wow.
Written. And I came home and I'm like, I think I'm all set playing gigs. Like I felt like sometimes like validation
Absolutely.
is
It's
more
a hobby.
important than fucking
Yeah.
the monetary.
So,
you know
so
what I
it's
mean?
easy to say it now because, like, things did work out for us, and I got a nice house and a good life, great kids. I coach college basketball. I still live the
I was
dream.
gonna say, I mean-
yeah, everything worked out.
Yeah.
But when you're chasing it though, and you're in the fight, I liken it to like a baseball guy or even a heavyweight boxer who has like a title for 2 years, and then you get knocked out, and now it's not your title anymore,
Right.
and someone else is taking over that title. There's a tough dynamic
I'm
to
sure.
that. There's a
Yeah.
tough dynamic to that, and it was very competitive. And as far as I'm concerned, and I don't know where we go as far as the order goes. I never try to order ourselves, but like you had RSO Crew, you had TDS Mob. You can't mention it without us. You had Ed OG and the Bulldogs.
Yep.
And as far as like guys that were in the game back then, that was it. So like I leave
For Boston.
for Boston.
Yeah.
Gangsta Posse too. But you know,
Gangsta,
yeah.
unbelievable. How do you not mention him?
So Gangsta, the real one, but then they went Gangsta Posse. So Keithy E was in their group,
Okay.
and he left and went with Premier. And
Okay.
these fucking bozos try to keep it going and call themselves Gangsta Posse. And I'll call them bozos because
Yeah.
we were better than them.
Yeah.
I never like to like throw the order together and stuff like that. But if you know, when you do have to mention it, you do have to mention us. And you know, we didn't make it where we wanted to make it, but like I said, man, married for 30 years. She was the girl at the studio. She's sitting there. I'm like, and that's kind of how everything got rolling there. So I mean, I always say I made it. You know what I mean?
Well, and the first time Danny showed me the video, he's like, "You're gonna have," and so I had heard your name before because
Yeah.
you live in Melrose,
Malden, Melrose
but
now.
you live in Melrose now.
Yeah,
so I had heard your name through somebody at some point.
of course.
but not for the rap thing.
Yeah.
like for just
Probably
sports.
coaching or something.
Exactly,
Yeah,
coaching.
yeah. We've evolved into that.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
But
it's a lot of
anyways,
yelling.
he's like, put this tune on. So it was like after we finished the show, and he put it on. I'm like, this fucking song rules.
I
Yeah.
knew,
I
I
fucking
knew it
love
was
that
going to be
tune.
right up his alley. You know
Pushing
what I
past
mean?
Red
Oh,
Light. Yeah.
I
Good
love it.
song. Yeah. We had some fun with that.
Dude, it's sick.
We had
And the
some fun.
fucking rapping is fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was
Like,
great. Thank you. Appreciate it.
It's not
yeah.
like, let's put it this way. It's not like I've heard a lot of rap,
Yeah.
but I'm like, this is fucking sick.
Yeah, we were in it for a minute, man. We were
Yeah.
there. We were there. We had some fun.
So
You know
what
I mean?
happens? Like, so you're like 2.5 years. You guys are rolling.
Yeah.
And then is it just like you can't renew with like a label or like?
So what happened with us was we took so long, and we always talk about this now. We kind of take some of the blame. We took so long to deliver the album. When you're first, you know, because the thing was, Nuno was great to us. You know what I mean? But like, he's a tough guy to get like to help us get in the door because
Yeah.
like he's gonna tell us what we want to hear and what we want to do and whatever we want. We never got told no. So we took our time with the album and we jerked off, and then their third album came out and it didn't do as great as everyone thought, and it kind of strained relationships with the label and Nuno, and we were kind of connected to that.
Yeah.
So on A&M, they shelved our album. We never got released on A&M for the full album. We got the Posse soundtrack, we got some singles, and then they cut ties with us.
Yeah.
And then fast forward, I became friendly with Esoteric, and I was gonna call him tonight. I don't know. He won't pick up though. He's a fucking motherfucker. With that. He won't. I'm gonna try him in a minute, but I can't remember how we got together. But we got together, and he's like, "Hey, you should come to my wedding. I'm getting married in a month." I'm like, "Ah, cool." So I met the owner of Brick Records, and he's like, "Hey, do you still have that A&M record, the label album?" I go, "Yeah, of course I do."
Yeah.
He's like, "We put it out. If you want to still put it out." So we put it out like 10 years ago, 12 years ago. And we did a nice run of shows down at
Dude.
the Ale House.
Oh,
Dude,
nice.
Listen to me. I was going to bring this up. You had a fucking Kangol fucking LL
Yeah.
Cool J hat on.
Yeah.
I'm what? I'm 35 now, so I might have been 23,
You're
24.
young. Yeah.
So I'm just, bar hopping.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, hip hop show tonight at the Ale House. The Ale House was like my Friday night spot.
Yeah.
Just a regular fucking.
Yeah.
What a whack job that owned that place, though.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, Nicky.
Yo, crazy.
Nuts.
Crazy.
Yeah,
He
give
had-
us all the money and stuff. He was nice with the money, but he was nuts.
He had his forearm was just cheetah print. That was his tattoo.
Yeah.
Psychotic
Yeah.
move, by the way.
So you went there.
I had no idea so you don't remember this.
Was I there?
Dude, we walked in, right? We walked in. I'm like, oh, hip hop show.
I do remember this. Dude,
All of a sudden I hear Gilly. I turn around. I'm like, who the fuck is calling me? Now, mind you, there's, I don't know, 3 white people. It's an entire establishment. So I'm like, I'm looking at this hand just going up, and I'm like, Coach, we fucking hug. And I had no idea you were performing that night. But it was fucking awesome.
We made
dude.
a little run.
That's sick.
We had a run down at the Yale House.
It was
Yeah.
awesome, dude. It was great. It was
So,
fucking mob.
It was good. It was fun. Yeah, it was fun. It
was-
was fun.
yeah,
It was
it was
fun.
good
Yeah.
time.
I blew my voice at the last one. That was it, man. We didn't do anything after
Yeah.
that.
But that was
Yeah,
that
we had
was-
some fun.
So
We
I
had
was
some
gonna
fun.
bring it up after you were done talking about it, but you said we did a little. So that's when you did. That was the album release party. Oh, like one of them.
Yeah. So that just came out. So that's how it got to iTunes. So like now people can know us again. They're rediscovering us. It's great,
Yep.
man. It's great. I wish you could stay young forever, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Maybe there's a show coming down the pike. You never know, man. You know?
Oh, well, I'll fucking be there.
You have
Yeah.
to.
We had some fun though. We
Yeah.
had some fun. Again, Mike, immense talent. Gary Sharon, Nuno
Yeah.
Betancourt.
Yeah.
Prez, whatever. How the fuck did I get on the table?
Yeah.
So Gilly knows we're big De Niro fans. I mean,
Yeah.
So there was a night I got to meet him and I got to have a drink with De Niro.
Really?
Did I ever tell you that story?
Oh, tell me everything.
But I gave you the picture though. I think you saw.
I
picture.
saw the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there. We're in New York. This is a good
It
one.
wasn't Russo doing the invitation, right? It was.
No, it really is. Yeah. Well, that's what I say. I say people that say, "Oh, I met David Russo last night." Yeah. He's imitating to be David. I actually drank with Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
But so we're sitting there. No, it wasn't like that. Let me be transparent here. I mean, I didn't sit down at the bar with him. He fucking made fun of me, and then we had a drink. But so I'm sitting there, and they say, we want to fly you into New York. Train. This is when things started going downhill. So now we're not flying anymore. We're taking the fucking train.
Seller.
So I said to Mike, we're in trouble here. So he says, we're doing a premiere party at Madison Square Garden, Felt Forum. We want you to go. I go, oh, fine, sure. Well, fuck, yeah, let me check my schedule.
Yeah.
We'll be there. So we go. And we're in the hotel. I remember I wasn't feeling well. And we didn't hear from anyone all day. And I'm like, fuck, I don't know what the fuck we're doing. We're in like some hotel in New York. I don't even know who the fuck paying for it. And I wasn't feeling well. So I took a nap and I wake up. And obviously everyone goes out late. So I get up at like 11. And I go, why don't we just go down there, man? Like, no one called us. What the fuck? We're here. So we go down. The guy goes, yeah, whatever. You and who else? I'm like, me and these two guys. We're in the group. Like, they go, no, you're not. 24-hour Tower Records right there.
Yeah.
So I go, hold on. So I go over and I buy the record, single.
Yeah.
And I come back with it. I go, fuck face. That's us. So he goes, oh, man, like, just sign it. We'll let you in. Boom. So bang, bang. So now we go in.
That's awesome.
And it's like MTV.
Yeah, you could end that story right there. That's fucking awesome.
Resourceful.
Yeah.
So it's like we get in there and it's like fucking Disneyland MTV. Like literally, like you're going, there's that person, there's In Vogue over there, there's this one. And it was funny because Warren was a big In Vogue fan. So I started making fun of him. I'm like, I'm not taking a picture of you with those girls. No. So of course I do. None of this shit, brothers. We got to take a photo.
Yeah,
so I take a photo of him. And he's pissed. He's like, I'm not taking any pictures of you or anyone here. You better not see anyone. You're like, so all of a sudden I hear a machine gun going off. It's all the cameras. I go, who the fuck is coming in now? And I look, and it was like Jesus coming into the fucking room, right? He's on the escalator. He's coming down.
Hey, Bobby!
Yeah, exactly. So boom, 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 boom. So a publicist, God rest his soul, great kid, Kiki Mason. I grab him. I go, Kiki, I got to go say hi to him. He goes, don't. He goes, no one says hi to him.
Fuck that.
It's like,
I'm going.
I go, listen, brother, I'm from Malden. I'm never going to be in a room with him again.
Ever.
I'm
Yeah.
going over there. So I go over. He doesn't go over with me. He goes, you're on your own. I go over. I go, hey, Mr. De Niro, how you doing? I'm a big fan. He goes, hey, we got a big fan. He takes a huge puff of smoke and like blows it in my face. Then he goes, what are you drinking, big fan? Boom. I'm hanging with those guys I'm just kind of like.
So he bought you a drink?
He bought me a drink.
Oh, my God.
He bought me a drink. 7 and 7 or something, whatever, right?
Buddy, it could be Panther piss I drink. Wouldn't give a shit what it would be.
So now I got a picture of it. It's a great picture. I'm like horrified. I'm like, and he's like cool as a cat, you know.
Yeah.
It's a great photograph. But I'm kind of like lingering around all night, and finally someone's like, who are you? I go, no, I'm
I got to go to Tower Records again. Hold on. Do I got another $1 in here?
So it kind of ended quickly with De Niro, but yeah, like that night was sitting there. Anthony Mason wanted to kill me, and I had to go to Patrick Ewing and be like,
God.
He's staring at me, right? And I'm going, what the fuck? And I keep going, my hat. I had a Celtics hat on, and he's staring at me, and I'm going. So I go over to Patrick Ewing. I go, Patrick, I'm from Boston. I'm in this crew. Another highlight of my life, by the way. Big Daddy Kane's sitting right here, and I go, can you help me out with him? He goes, oh, Mace, I'll take care of that. So he goes over. Honest to God, brothers, this happened. This guy looks at me, Big Daddy Kane, and goes, you that white boy that was on BET this morning? I go, yeah, that was me. He goes, hold on, I got to go. And I look over, and he's beating, he's in a brawl. I'm looking around like, yeah. He's like, I'll be right back. He puts his drink down, goes, and he's in a brawl. Intelligent hoodlum. I mean, all these guys. Spike Lee. Eyeballing me, like, just nuts.
By the way, if that happened now, it would be on TMZ the next day. Like,
a nutty night.
John P. just raided De Niro's fucking entourage.
Just sitting there, like, what the fuck's going on? And it's funny.
7-7.
So someone saw me on MTV Raps and were like, you kind of got to get a little looser. Because I was like, are they going to kick me out? Like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah. Everybody was there, bro.
Oh, they were taping you on MTV Raps from there?
Yeah. So it's funny. I'm in there in the bathroom, and Mario Van Peebles comes in. He goes, hey.
Nice.
He goes, hey, did you see Fab Five yet? I go, no. He goes, oh, hold on. Hey, he calls him over. He goes, give him this tag. So we actually did like, hey, this is Top Choice Clique.
No shit.
From Boston, Mass. You're watching MTV Raps. Yeah, it was cool.
Sick.
It was a cool night.
Dude, you basically lived all of Brendan Ahern's childhood dreams.
It was a cool night. It was a cool night, man.
Yeah.
It was fun.
It's
it was
sick,
fun,
dude.
Yeah, it was fun.
Sick.
It was fun.
talking to Big Daddy Kane would
That's
just do it.
like right there.
Just do it for me.
Well, so he was in the movie Posse. So I got another.
We got unlimited time.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not
Yeah.
into this. You know what I mean?
No,
I want to do
this is your time.
All right.
No, this is your time. This is what it's for.
So we go to Washington for the real premiere
Okay.
of the movie. So
want another one?
we go. No. I'm milking, man. So we go to this premiere and we're sharing a car with like all these other people, and I'm like, all right, cool. I think I'm hot shit right now. You know what I mean? Like now
This
I'm
is
fucking feeling
Washington
it.
State or DC?
We go to DC.
Okay.
That's where BET is.
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Wow, never knew that.
So we go, and this guy next to me, white guy next to me to my right, says to me, "Hey, do you mind if we go to McDonald's? I'm starving." I go, "No, we're not. We're going right to the hotel. I don't know who the fuck you are, but we're going right." No, like what the fuck? What?
Yeah.
Dickhead move, brother. Dickhead of the century, right? So I go. I don't know. It comes back to bite me. So I'm there, and now we're at the movie. You know what I mean? I'm at the hotel. I'm like, fucking, yeah, I'm in fucking Boston. Blah blah blah. Whatever. We're watching the movie. First scene comes on. Guy sitting to my right that I told. Fuck off.
What year is this?
It's like 93, 94.
Rappaport?
No. You're gonna know when I say it.
Okay.
So I'm sitting there and I go, and I look up and I look at him and I look up. I go, excuse me. That you? He goes, yeah. All I wanted was McDonald's, fucking dickhead. I go, I'm sorry. I didn't know. He's a star of the fucking movies. Billy Baldwin, the lesser of the Baldwin brothers.
Yeah, still.
But I'm fucking telling him to go fuck his mother. No wonder why I didn't make it in the fucking business. So he's looking at me the whole night like, fuck you, kid.
Billy's the one that always looks like he's cocked, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's always got wet hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like piercing
So he
blue
was
eyes.
in it.
Yeah.
You know who else was in it? Was really cool, and I got to really talk to a little bit, and because I'm a wrestling freak.
Me too.
Tiny Lister,
Oh yeah, Zeus.
Zeus.
Yeah.
Zeus had
Yeah.
a great run. You know, they kind of threw him out there.
AKA from Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Debo.
So Debo was in Posse.
Yes. No shit.
Yep. And Tone Loc was in Posse. So we
So
did.
how did you get on that soundtrack?
So the funniest thing about that, it's a great question, brother. So we get signed through Nuno, you know, and they like us, but it's more through, you know,
Yeah.
they're trusting Nuno, like, hey,
Sure.
this is your band, whatever, blah blah blah, because he's pretty famous at the time. So they're blasting our album one day just by happenstance, like an intern at the A&M lot, and Mario Van Peebles is mixing the movie, and he's taking a piss, and our song's on. He reaches in, he goes, "Who's that?" He goes, "Oh, it's this group from Boston. We just signed him." He goes, "I want this for my movie," and that's exactly how it went down.
It was a Push Past Red?
It was, I think to myself.
Okay. That was that today.
So
That
then
was fucking jam.
they flew us out to LA, and we had like a little legitimate trailer. I was fucking like nuts. I go, "There's three of them." He goes, "Yeah, three guys in the band. You're in the middle." And I was just like, "What?" So I'm like sitting there like, okay. You know, fucking stoogy fruits.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm from Malden, you know what I mean? So it was cool, man. I met some good people. I met a lot of good people. So it was fun. It was a lot
That's
of fun.
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Who's besides Ray Scott? Who's the biggest piece of shit in Hollywood? Or like in the entertainment.
So I tried to give Tone Loc respect one night, and he just literally just like blew cigar smoke in my face. So I went on stage and I dissed him. I was like, "Fuck this fucking fat fuck. He's in the East Coast right now. We're in New York. I want you to fucking let him know it."
Yeah.
And they did. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
He came out and they weren't feeling it. You know, he came out with some posse love bullshit.
Yeah.
But he wasn't happy with me. Yeah. A lot of people weren't happy with me.
Dude, I'll tell you right now, there's just nothing like fucking worse. It's happened to me. I think I told the story. Like, went to see a band with my buddy, and I actually got a kid who was boys with this band, like his first gig in Boston.
Yeah.
He's got songs. I told the story like 3 episodes ago.
Sorry.
But anyways, I said, I'm like, I wanted to introduce myself. And the guy in the middle was like, he doesn't want to fucking talk to you. And I'm like, dude, what are we talking about right now? Like, I got so fucking heated. Like, I was like, who the fuck do you think you are?
Yeah.
Like you're playing Bright Music Hall. You're not playing fucking TD
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah. So there's just some idiots out there. But I mean, I don't know. I hope I was never like that. I don't think I was that much of a dickhead.
Oh,
But yeah,
tell
he was
somebody
a
you can't get
total.
McDonald's.
He was a total dickhead. He was a total dickhead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a dickhead to that Baldwin guy. I deserved it. Though.
You know what? They're all kind of funny.
Yeah, I was trying to take dominance over that limousine. I figured we were gonna have a long night there. But you know, for a kid from Malden, brother, that like dreamed about this shit, man, it was great. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't a great athlete growing up, so like when I came back, you know, I'd go to bars or whatever, and that's where I kind of got my respect and kind of recognition, and it actually helped me a lot with basketball.
So let me ask you this: who were at that time like? So 92, right, is when you guys kick off, right?
Yeah.
So like before that, who were your biggest influences? Like from rappers, like who did you fucking love?
Big time, like Run DMC guy. I was
Yeah.
always trying to imitate Run. I was
Yeah.
big influenced by Run. I was big influenced by LL Cool J, all his movements.
Yeah.
But you know, like I like guys from Philly too. There was a couple groups from Philly I liked a lot, and you know, De La Soul. I was like a regular.
De La Soul,
I was an
I remember being dude in my buddy's living room.
MTV kid.
And I remember NOG came on. They had You Gotta Have It was the video. That
Yeah,
came
yeah,
out.
yeah.
That was
Still doing
the
the
first
fucking
video.
dance, dude.
Yeah, and I was like, I was sitting there and like, he's like, dude, these guys are from Boston. I was like,
Yep.
what?
Yep.
Like I was like, my mind was blown. Like I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
I remember going to and some people know, some people don't, but Joe Budden is like one of my favorite of all time, and like everyone's like he's a fucking weirdo. He is 100%. But who opened for him at the Middle East one time was Ed O.G.
Oh yeah.
And he played I Gotta Have It.
Yeah.
And the whole crowd's like not paying attention. I'll never forget. He stopped the record. He's like, "You motherfuckers are in my city. Pay attention."
Yeah.
And then like they had one TV on there, and he was like, "This was me." And like he was kind of being like, "I had this shit." Dude, before you knew it, the whole fucking crowd was
Dude,
doing the whole
that
fucking.
song
Yeah.
is a
It was-
fucking
Yeah.
jam.
Yeah,
Good
dude.
song.
Ed O.G. and the
Fucking
Bulldogs.
great song.
Yeah.
It was
good
fucking.
song.
It was pretty cool though, because he was like, "Listen, I understand my time's over." He goes, "But you're not going to sit there and fucking chit chat
Yeah.
while this fucking jam
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
got me paid."
Yeah.
Fucking.
Dude, I
was
wore
playing.
that tape out. I had that tape.
Yeah.
I was so just pumped that there was like they were on MTV, and like,
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
"This is sick."
There was one show Boston purists would know about it. Just the Harrington School in Cambridge. Edo was headlining. It was at its peak of his game, man. He was great. He headlined RSO Crew, us, and I think TDS Mob might have been there. Like all of us all on one.
Who
bill.
was TDS Mob?
TDS Mob's great, man. You want to go look them up.
I don't even. The name
They
doesn't even
had a
sound
song
familiar.
called "Dope for the Folks." Really good.
Yeah.
Really good. And the reason I like them so much is they were truly independent. They had no affiliations, and you'd see him on BET. You'd be like, "What the fuck?" He's one of my favorite rappers too. Cool
And
G.
they were from Boston. as
From
well?
Boston.
No shit.
Yeah, and I met him briefly, but like he didn't seem all there, so I didn't really get to tell him how much he meant. But
Yeah.
he was really good.
No
Yeah,
shit.
he was really good. Influential. So,
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. Dude.
Yeah. Yeah. And those extreme guys, that was fun too, man. Talented guys.
Well, I mean, just the fact that first of all, like that they would, I don't know, like recognize, like it would be like, oh, I want to produce this rap group.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like my experience when I was growing up was like either you were into. That's why I never like kind of fit in with it because I'm like I remember going to college. I was already playing tons of guitar and shit, and this kid who was a DJ at the bar was like, you got Eric B and Rakim, you got Gangstar. He's like, you like rap? I'm like, dude, I like everything, but I
Yeah.
used to fucking like that's like I haven't kept up with it anymore. Like
Yeah.
not like
You should.
but like the old school stuff.
terrible
I
now.
keep telling
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
It's
Is
so
it really
bad.
that
Oh, it's
bad?
so
Yeah,
bad.
the old school stuff's where it's at.
It's
for
so.
sure.
I mean, like I'm a little bit younger than you guys, right?
Yep.
I'm 35, but like even my era, that's to me. Like I listen up to that, maybe a little bit more, maybe like 10 more years. Now it's just fucking trash. Everything's about killing each other.
Yeah, it's nuts.
It's-
And they go and do it. They go and do it.
Yeah, it's not fucking.
I
It's
remember
not
you telling me that. I'm like, that's the wildest thing I've ever heard.
drill music, dude. It's
Sad.
terrible.
Yeah, it's sad.
They're literally just like telling you on YouTube that I'm gonna go to your neighborhood and shoot your fucking
And they
family.
do it.
It's just dumb.
Nuts. Yeah.
Snitch on each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Terrible.
doing 100 years.
It's too bad.
Yeah. It's garbage.
Too bad.
I don't know, like, so there's just because I feel like that music at that time was so fucking awesome. Like that rap music era of that time.
Oh
like,
yeah, third
like,
base.
Dude, I remember when Cypress Hill came out, and I'm like, I've never heard anything like
Yeah,
this. I remember
yeah.
when like House of Pain came out, and I was like, holy shit,
Yeah.
that's a like
Were you?
bunch of Irish guys.
Yeah.
Like,
Were you a third base guy?
I like third base.
Yeah.
I
I did.
fucking
I
love
did.
third base.
Yeah.
I did. We met once. We got a great picture. I'm a skinny fucking twig. He's a pretty big guy, Search.
Yeah, yeah.
We have a good picture together.
I
Yeah,
remember,
we,
I remember watching
The
the
Return of the White Rapper.
No, the
whatever
White
it was.
Rapper show?
The White Rapper show.
fucking. I was locked in, dude. Well,
gonna
because
say-
He was a
I think I
Boston
was in
dude. He was a
college.
Boston dude.
Sully.
Yeah.
Yeah, his dad was from the South End. He tried to claim
Oh,
he's
I
from the
didn't
South
know
End.
that. I didn't
yeah.
know he's from Boston.
Yeah. He but
Because Serge is from Detroit, right? Or so, is he from?
I don't
Might
know.
be in New York.
I know
Oh, he
he's
might
got-
be though. He was
I
a good
Well, he
basketball.
lives out there now.
He played
but, no,
at
you're right.
Columbia. He was a
He's from,
basketball
like,
player.
Yeah,
Get
you're
out
right.
of here.
Yeah, big time ball player.
No shit.
Yeah.
You'd coach circles around him, but that's another story.
Yeah.
But I've talked about it on here. In high school, I had a short run as a fucking rapper.
I love this.
And I went to.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, it was terrible. But Phase One was
Not
my
as
name.
bad as me, by the way. We can stop the worst
But-
rap group ever.
You remember Iggy, right? My best friend
Yeah,
on
of
earth.
course.
Yep. So me and Iggy went to. Iggy was the producer. He didn't produce shit, by the way. That was just his name on a fucking on Microsoft Word. And we drove to Waltham at the time when Jim in 94.5 was there.
Yeah.
and we had a demo. And we made it at Troy and Jemmy's house. And
Really?
I swear to God. And we drove, and we knocked on the door of J-Man 94.5 to give the demo, and Hustle Simmons comes out, and he's like, "What are you guys doing with this?" We're like, "Here's our demo." He's like, "Is it mastered? Is it this and that?" And we're like, "Nope." He's like, "Take it back. Come back when it's all done." We went out there for fucking nothing, dude.
So wait a minute. What'd you record it on? And Jimmy had his little studio?
had a studio, dude.
That's amazing.
Wait, like 4-track or something?
No, I mean, it was a CD.
Yeah.
But I'll never forget it. Remember what was the name of the movie with Terrence Howard?
Hustle and Flow.
So you remember when they put the the Dunkin' Donuts cup containers for a studio
Yeah.
for the acoustics?
Yeah.
Me and Troy went to Dunkin' Donuts and bought $20 worth of those, and they go, "You don't want no drinks? You don't want no food?" And we're like, "No, we just want those fucking containers." And we're
My baffle is.
we're stapling them to his fucking his basement wall.
It's amazing. I never knew this.
And fucking Joe and Jimmy, his father, I love to death, by the way. No one on earth makes a better twist at a wedding. The twist, greatest wedding song of all time. Him and his wife, Mary. And he's like, "What the fuck are you doing on my finished wall?" Like, old Italian guy,
You're
pissed.
pumping fucking staples.
Staples. And well, we had to get acoustics. Yeah.
There
That's
you go.
unbelievable.
Why
Welcome to
that story-
61781 was the name of the album.
That's unbelievable. How
that's
do I
it.
not know about this?
Because we never made it.
Where is the album, though?
Was S. Dot on it?
S-Dot was on it. S-Dot's listening right now, by the way.
How do I not? Oh, S. Dot's one of my favorites.
Yeah, we were gonna once we start talking about your basketball show, we're talking about S-Dot for sure. Everyone was on it. Fucking Fritz, Ronaldo, Troy.
I can't believe this right
Yeah,
now.
swear to God.
What was it, a mixtape, basically?
It was a mixtape. We sold it to our principal. We sold it to everybody. It's $5 a pop.
I don't
B.
believe
Lee
this.
was on it. B. Lee listens to this every week.
B. Lee, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, because he did a little something there. Yeah.
Well, yeah, his brother is.
Yes.
You know?
Malden's a fucked up place like that, man. No, seriously.
is.
I never put myself in any of these things, but like you got what's the Spirit in the Sky guy's name? There?
Norman Greenbaum.
Greenbelt.
Okay, I mean the kid looks fucking
Guy
crazy.
from Charlie,
He was
guy
got
from
a-
Charlie and Chocolate Factory.
Grandpa Joe.
Grandpa Joe's from fucking Malden.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
What?
Nope, didn't know.
I can give fucking crack your knuckles, press.
Listen,
I got you.
You got Sharon.
Sharon,
You
yourself.
You got Kevin McGlinchey. I won't put myself there yet. We got McGlinchey.
Yep.
You got
My cousin.
Dana Rosenblatt.
Dana
Yep.
Rosenblatt.
You got Johnny Rayfuse.
John, Speed was it Speedy Johnny Rayfuse?
Rapid fire.
Rapid
Knocked me
Johnny.
out in like 1975. I was 5 years old. My father gave him a beating after that. I was probably his first knockout. Who else? There's more.
My cousin Paul. Plays for
Of course.
Yep, Paul Campbell.
Another one.
Brano Giacomini, Super Bowl champion.
Super Bowl champion.
Yep.
It's a crazy fucking place.
It's
man.
It is nuts. It is nuts.
I mean, you got crazy motherfuckers out there, but then you got these guys
That made it.
and it's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There's
Dave
more.
Russo.
There's more.
Dave Russo.
Dave
There you
Russo. There's more. We're forgetting more.
I know we are.
There's probably 2 or 3 more that we're
Yeah,
forgetting.
we are forgetting a couple.
Dana Rosenblatt. There's
I mean, we made fucking Converse popular.
True.
Think about that.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it wasn't
Yeah.
Larry Bird
Yeah.
or Magic.
Thank
I'm
you,
telling ya.
gangbangers. You're welcome.
Unbelievable. Malden is a strange spot.
It is.
Then
It's
because it's
It's bizarre.
you got this.
I also claim this, but it's like it's far fetched. If you Google Malden, Mass, we're the first city to claim its independence from the Brits.
Yeah, is that Wikipedia?
Yeah, but no,
see,
I know what you're getting at because you can put your own shit on Wikipedia.
Well,
but
I'm not sure if you're typing this in on Wikipedia.
I'm not. But
Although I know you're not capable of figuring that.
No chance, dude.
Neither am I, but.
Yeah, you are. But Malden was once part of Charlestown, and I think that's what it was. But they claim that Malden was the first to, and then these fucking hicks in Virginia that claim that they were the first ones. No. We won the fucking war.
No.
We won the war.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We all know that.
Yeah.
It's Grandpa Joe.
But it was Grandpa Joe. He got the golden ticket. He said, "You know what, Brits, get the fuck out of here."
This kid was from Malden?
Yeah, I swear to God.
Fucking old guy.
Yeah. Jack Albertson. He's from Ward 7, baby. Come on. Noon Street cat.
This is true.
Swear to God. Google it. Your phone's right there.
Joey Noon.
Joey Noon. Yeah, Joey Voices.
You got Joey.
Yeah. We got some more.
Are we
dude.
forgetting hockey players?
Probably.
Oh, it's probably.
Mike Powers.
Mike Powers, Beanpot.
Still to this day.
Still to this day.
Most-
and it's
most-
sweet,
most
it's
goals in a
sweet
Beanpot.
out of a guy.
Yeah.
I love him.
know
And
what?
I loved his brother Boog. Boog was
Oh,
unbelievable.
I worked at Boog. Boog
Boog
was
was
the best.
tremendous.
Boog was the first person to tell me how to. I was, I don't know, 13. He goes, "I'm going to tell you how to eat pussy." What? Swear to God. Working housing.
Not a bad guy to go to. He told me he had the
started-
best baby blues in Malden. I said, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
What the fuck you talking about?
he started smoking cigarettes at 42.
Yeah.
I go, "Why would you do that?" Yeah.
Could hit a softball like a country
Oh, I know.
mile.
I know he did.
Yeah. Okay.
He was
Rest
the
in
best.
peace.
That was one of the worst wakes I ever went to, dude. He was a good
Rest
friend.
in peace.
He was good friends with my father.
I tell you, now that we're talking Malden people, I'm sorry to get off the
No,
topic
no.
here.
Yeah.
The
No,
best of the best, though. Chopper.
Oh, yeah.
Chopper.
Metropolis.
Yeah.
That was your neighborhood.
That was my neighborhood.
Yeah, Green Street.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So a lot of good Malden people.
For
a lot
sure.
of different type of people in Malden.
Yep.
You know, it's weird, man.
It's a fucked up city.
It's a weird city.
It's a fucked up city.
It is.
It really is. It's like, you can't even explain it, but you want to do a couple sponsors?
Oh yeah, shit. We were getting caught up. Yeah, let's do it all now.
Sure.
Lily P's chicken. Friday night. I'll be there.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah.
By the way,
I'm kind of bummed. I'm actually pissed that I'm gonna miss your fucking debut. 'Cause
all
I
right,
would
dude.
fucking love to be there.
you know what though? I missed your first time on a guitar, so it's all right.
No, you didn't. My first time on guitar was probably 1995.
That's what I'm saying. So I missed that one.
By the way, it's somebody asked me, so it's Andrew Fontana. He's like, I want to be able to play guitar like you do. I'm like, yeah, so did I. Like 20 years ago, it took this long to get to do that. You know what I mean? It takes a long time. We can't all be Nuno Betancourt and be like prodigies.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
do something else.
Anyways, you will not see any shredding like Nuno Betancourt, but we will be at Lily P's Friday night. Lily P's, 50 Biddy Street. Lily P's chicken, the best chicken in the world. Chris Parsons, unfortunately, not going to be there. He's in Amsterdam. My boy's in Amsterdam.
Okay.
Fucking
There's nothing
living
wrong
up
with
with
that.
his family. So, I
Twist
mean,
my arm.
Yeah.
yeah. So he's over there.
High as a lab rat
but
over
I'll be
there,
there. Jillian's going to be there. She just texted me today about like what time we're going on and everything. We're going at 8. And anyways, I'm going to eat and they have free parking, right?
Prez, if you've never been,
Not bad.
dude,
Not bad.
No, it's literally voted the best chicken sandwich in Boston.
It's
What are we going to
fucking
be
amazing.
hearing?
We'll play some original music. Then we'll play a lot of classic cover songs. You know, a little Tom Petty in there, some shit like that.
What's your
you know?
wheelhouse, man? What do you like? What's the one you really say? Okay, I don't mind playing this right now.
I like Tom Petty, but I like playing White House Road.
Okay.
You know, that's like
Tyler
Tyler
Childers?
Yeah.
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 Good jam, dude.
Yeah.
That's kind of
good
that's kind
choice.
of the vein of what we do.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Yep. So we'll be there.
Gilly will be tearing it down.
And Gilly will be tearing it down the South Shore.
On the
South
South
Shore.
Shore.
I want if you're ever in the South Shore, when you go there, throw bot pies at him.
Now, are you making any fun? Are you making fun of the South Shore at all?
I
on the
have
set?
to.
I gave him.
I have to.
Well, I've already wasted it. So
Yeah,
you're not gonna
no.
use it, are you? What I
No,
said?
no,
Okay.
no.
My favorite thing about is my buddy from my roommates in college is from Weymouth, and he was telling me that Hingham kids used to call the Weymouth kids sweaties because they wear sweatpants all the time. Their parents couldn't afford to buy them real pants, and I'm like,
boy.
and I've said it to like some people that like guys like I'm from Weymouth. I'm like, oh, you're a sweaty, and they love it. Like they're like, it's like it's like saying you're from Malden or something. It's like the best. It's like
Things are going down in flames. Maybe you just throw that out there.
That's
right?
it.
Yeah.
yeah. You go, oh, look at.
Oh, Tupac style.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey,
Yeah.
they're not listening to this, so you just say, "Hey, what are you, a bunch of fucking sweaties?"
Oh, no. I got a few on there that might fucking throw me in a locker. They're a little bigger than me.
You ready to go though? You
Yeah,
feeling
man.
good?
I was telling him, I was like, a week ago, I wasn't nervous at all. Now,
no. But nerves are good.
No. But I'm not nervous like going on stage. That ain't it.
No.
I just don't think I know what 10 minutes is. That's my nerve.
I told him that you could attest this, and I told him this last show.
Goes by.
But I've been playing music forever, and you're like, "Oh, I got 45 minutes here," and then all of a sudden you're up there, and you're like, "It's probably different with rap because the beat has to stay consistent." Whereas if you're running the music, you're playing it, you can like when you're speaking, you can speed up, and all of a sudden like
Right.
the adrenaline kicks in. You're like, "Whoa!" There's half the set list is 15 minutes gone, and you got a half hour
Yeah.
left.
That's what I didn't enjoy. Like I gotta fucking eat up 20 more minutes up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just threw our best punch.
You know what? I have to admit, I'd love to like. The ideal thing to me would be like go up and do 3 songs and then fucking hang
Yeah.
out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When they used to tell us like 20-minute sets, perfect.
That's awesome.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Tell me 40 minutes, fuck.
Yeah, I know.
Those last 10 minutes of my life are
Yeah.
gonna be tough.
Dude.
You're gonna
Crowd
do-
work though, you gotta throw in some.
we get it
with you
going.
guys.
Yeah, we get it.
you know what I mean. With artists, you guys can do crowd work.
So if I play
do
like
some acapella shit.
yeah, I mean,
when
I
I
was-
play
that's the other thing too. I'm gonna see some characters on the South Shore, dude. I might be able to just stare at somebody and just tee off on them. I could do that all day.
100%.
You do that
We'd be
all the
doing
time.
crowd work.
I could do that.
Yeah.
I could do that all day.
Yeah.
Russo was doing a lot of crowd work the other night. It was great.
He's very good at that. He's very good at crowd work.
Bella's roast beef. By the way, our guy Dan Connor was there today. I saw a video. He posted a double decker that Harry made for him. Bella's roast beef. BellasNA.com. 1211 Osgood Street. You know the deal. They're the best roast beef sandwich.
Literally, that's all we do is we have winners as,
Yeah,
as
just
sponsors.
like all winners.
Literally.
Best rappers.
Yeah.
The fucking
I'll witness.
the best starting comedians ever.
Yeah.
We're trying, man. We're certainly gonna try.
King of the beef.
right. That's right. The king of the beef.
Yep.
King of the beef.
MVP.
Did you win that legitimately?
I did.
Yeah.
No fucking
the votes
stuff
were
in the
in.
fucking ballot, top choice click style.
Dude, put it this way: when I won it,
You won it.
No, when I won it, he'll attest to this.
Yeah.
I was fucking Doug Flutie Hail Mary. I was supposed to lose,
Against the kid you won against.
and he's my boy.
You're
Kid
better than all of them. though.
No, the kid Craig Kimberly had like a fucking 4K camera.
He's a fucking.
He's a video.
like produces movies.
So tell us how you did it.
No, literally.
Talk
so
shit.
yeah, that's all I did, dude. If you ever seen one of my videos, dude, I'm in my Pathfinder. I got my camera set up right there, and I did one today.
Dude, that's why I said.
Did one
like,
today?
Yeah.
About what?
A roast beef, Land and Sea, Peabody.
Dude, let me tell you right now.
What do you do? What do you mean? What do you do? You go.
You've
and you
never
fuck-
seen my
I've
videos?
seen the videos, but I mean, you say you do the video. You just do the video.
I do the video. I put it on the page.
Did they tell you to do the video? Or you just do
No,
them.
I just do them.
And then you put it on the page.
Yep.
And what
then-
happens?
And
Tell
what
me
do
about
they
it.
have? 35,000 people, and I just fucking.
And you get instant boom.
Yeah, but like the dude that runs the page, like the way that I won it, it was a contest, and it was strictly for video people. Because a lot of times, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. You know I'm not. A lot of people can't do fucking videos. A lot of people are scared.
Yeah, they don't want to be on video.
They'd
They
rather
like
just
to be-
take a
yeah.
fucking picture of
They're
it,
not narcissists like us.
review it that way, review it that way, and that's fine. But there was a lot of people that were doing like bad videos. And I
So
was
you were doing good ones.
no, I
You had energy.
I literally my
Exactly.
first one I ever did. I was in fucking Ipswich of all places, a place called Zeno's, bomb beef, Zeno's bomb. And I was out there, and I was like, the next time I'll be here is when my uncle fucking dies, because I haven't seen him since 2008, since my
you
mom
did it.
died. And I was literally just spitting ragtime, and it took off.
Perfect.
That was it. And
Now,
then
what's the best in Malden?
there is no best. Frescoes if you had to, but you have to order it right.
It's not good.
No, garbage.
Liberty Bell.
Trash.
That's hit or miss.
Yeah, it's-
Billy's. Don't even go to
sometimes
Billy's.
it's okay.
Don't even go to Billy's anymore. Don't do it. Around here, there's honestly, you gotta go North Shore.
I
You have
drove to Athens the other day basically to get
You
one.
ha- you have to- if you
only
wanna-
reason, Harry, I went to Athens because I had to go to Total Wine and I was in a pinch. Otherwise, I go. I don't
this
have
dude,
beef from anywhere
this dude
else.
Harry that owns Bella's that sponsors us.
Yeah, he's the fucking.
His family owned. Do you remember Liberty Bell in Southie?
Yeah.
That was his
dad
family.
owned that.
That was bomb.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
was good.
Let me ask you this, boys.
Yeah.
Best North Shore onion rings.
You know what I like? I'll be honest with you. The style of onion rings that I like.
621 for me.
621's a fucking unreal.
Dude, they're really good.
That's in my top. Here's my top three.
yeah.
Go ahead.
621. Billy's. I love that style of onion ring.
Billy's
They have
is good.
great
Yeah.
fucking onion rings.
Yeah. Greasy as fuck though, right?
Yeah, but give me it all day.
Yeah.
Right? And then Woodman's.
Woodman's is great.
Woodman's
Yeah.
have fucking
I'm old
balls
school.
of walls.
I'm gonna tell you this right now.
What you got?
Kelly's fucking roast beef
Yeah.
up on fucking. On
See,
the,
Kelly's is
the
good at
wall
every-
on the beach.
They're good
Kelly's
at
is good at everything but roast beef. Hot dog, cheeseburger, bomb.
Yeah.
Roast
Fountain
beef.
soda, roast
Yeah,
beef
roast
is
beef
fucking
stinks.
diarrhea soup.
You don't like it.
Oh, garbage.
It stinks. They use
Garbage.
great beef. That's what
The
that's
fucking
what
beef
the
looks
deal
like
is.
your hoodie press. It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
garbage.
But your thing took off. His thing took off.
Last time I met him, I used to turn on that page and I'm like, everybody, not saying it, no. There's people on there now who do these funny videos, and stuff, but most of the people who do videos, they're not made for the camera. They don't have a lot of personality going on. I remember I opened it up, I see this kid with his grape soda. I'm like, this kid's a fucking beauty with this fucking voice. for
I
Christ's
love
sakes.
grape soda. And it's the only time I have it is with the beef. Like I don't have it in my house.
Dude, did I
Fanta.
give you one of the
If it's
death?
crushed,
Did I
it's
give you one of
gross,
the death
but-
row?
Oh yeah.
Huh?
Did I give you one of the death row grape?
You have it.
seltzers?
You showed it to me.
Oh, I have one here for
the
you.
transfusions? Oh no.
No, they're just a grape seltzer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck.
they're fucking
It's
unbelievable.
awesome.
Under the radar, good food around here. Pearl Street.
Oh
Pearl
my
Street's
god,
great.
buddy, I'm there often.
So every
Under the radar.
yeah.
so literally
their only
every-
problem is they need more lighting. They need a good electrician. It's too dark in there.
They need a few lights.
Yeah, dude.
Nice track light.
dude, I was going in
Something-
there.
Leland Dean was in there last time I saw him. Speaking about a modern legend.
Who's that?
Leland?
Get the fuck
Big
out of
Leland.
here.
Oh, he's
Newland cat.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
a Newland cat.
Dude, do you remember when you
Leland's
at
as
the
big
old
as
one
his
when you
garage.
when you had to fucking raise the flags?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was like OG fucking
Yeah.
Pearl Street shit
Yeah.
right there. I remember we used to go. Used to drive my dad nuts because like you could the smoking section was like on top of the fucking
Yeah.
non-smoking section.
Yep.
It was like
Oh, I remember that.
yeah, remember that? It was small. It was on the corner.
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
Like,
Exactly.
That's what pizza was, right? That's what the original Pearl Street was. Was
Yeah,
where Pizza Pizza is
exactly.
now.
Pizza.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that what you're talking?
That's where it was. The
I thought it was
original
called
location.
Brandano's, but you're right.
No,
Pearl
Brandano's
Street.
Brandano's
is further down.
further down.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, but every Friday night, me and my wife go to 621. That's like where we go.
It's pretty good.
It's fucking awesome.
Nice pie.
Yeah.
Great
Decent
pizza.
pie.
Yeah.
Great
Maybe
pizza.
top 5.
It
I
is.
think me and you chopped it up.
Their
about it.
only problem about that is they don't deliver. They're only same with
And they're 2 packed.
same. Well, yeah, same with Pearl Street though. Pearl Street has a great pizza, but they don't deliver.
Dude, I go every single Friday night. You know what's funny? Last week we went, my wife had already
Pepe's.
eaten. She always gets a pizza that we bring half home to my son.
Yep.
And I usually get like a sandwich or something. And she goes, "You gonna order the pizza?" I go, "Well, usually you order it so then I can have a piece of it while I eat my fucking sandwich or whatever."
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Because it's fucking, dude, I agree with you. It's top 5 pizza around here. For me. Like
Yeah,
100%.
no, it's bomb.
It's
It's
like
very
it's
so.
appointment
It's bomb.
viewing. Like,
Yeah, they got very good food.
where else is there? Really? Like, I mean, actually, you know whose pizza's fucking awesome? Is Pearl Street's pizza's fucking
That's what I just
awesome.
said.
Yeah, we just said it.
Yeah.
It's
I
not
just-
Where the
bad.
fuck are you 30 seconds ago?
I don't know. It's in my own head. I
What
stopped
about nothing around here, huh?
in Melrose?
Yeah.
It's trash.
Camellas.
Woof. Woof. You know what? I think the best pizza in Melrose is Petroni's, and it's like Greek, but
Greekish.
it's like not.
Yeah.
Greekish.
But it's good. It's not bad. It's
You know where I fucking miss? You know it. Verdone's.
Oh, Verdoni's. Hey, yeah.
Al's.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Yep.
where was that, Mom?
Malden. Yeah.
Yep. Verdoni's. It was right on Eastern Ave.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the thing. You can definitely attest to this as you've been all over the country, right? There's no question that we have the best cuisine in the fucking
Best food.
Like,
It's not even
other-
close.
I mean,
Anywhere
New York
you
and
go.
Boston.
Not even
Can
close.
I ask you a question, brothers? Why is Florida so fucking bad?
It's
It's
horrible.
terrible.
It's horrible.
Fucking pizza, nothing.
It's
The
terrible.
sauce.
There's
It's
nothing
garbage.
good.
It's garbage.
I always tell Joey, right? Joey's a good friend of mine. I say to him, Joey, why can't we open up a piece of pizza down there and we'll fucking make a shitload of money?
Yeah.
I'll run it. You know what he said? I'll have to fucking fly the dough in because the water.
Yeah, that's what-
the
Is
fucking
that what it is?
water.
That's what he said.
The water's fucked up.
Yeah.
and makes
Dude,
the
so
dough.
I have told this story before on the podcast, but I'll just tell it
Terrible.
because it's a pizza
garbage.
story. There's my buddy,
garbage. So bad.
my best friend growing up, met a girl at the Burn in Somerville, Irish girl. They got married. He lives in Ireland. He lives in a small town in Ireland, right? And he's like, dude, the food is. Now, the other thing is this kid weighs $160, 6'1", so he's not exactly like me when it comes to grubbing, but like he like was like, dude, there's nothing. There really is nothing, you know. So this dude, so his sister also lives there. She lives in up in Newry, which is near Belfast. She goes, this kid moved back. He was half Irish, like born in Ireland. His dad was from Brooklyn. Kid was in Brooklyn, moved back to the States, worked at a pizza, like grew up in Brooklyn, then came back, basically. Worked in pizza shops his whole time in Brooklyn. Comes back, opens up a Brooklyn style fucking pizza shop. I'm like, how psyched were you? She's like, I was psyched for the 6 months it was in business. They got no palate for it over here. They got like no, like, dude, you go over there. it's like-
I think things are different.
they just don't taste like they have like.
Think about like the chain restaurants. So forget like Domino's and shit. California kitchen,
Trash.
awful.
Trash.
Terrible.
It's
Trash.
awful.
Trash.
They have a chain restaurant across the country, and they like California
Tucci's
pizza.
any good?
No,
Sushis is okay.
Yeah, you know what they have that's bomb? They have something. I forget the name of it. It's called like a
fucking rolls a bomb. I'll tell you that much. Their rolls
Sporky.
a
It's called a
fucking bomb.
Sporky pizza.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I know what it is with the sausage and.
And the globs of regatta.
yeah,
Sign
yeah.
me up for that.
You like it?
Sign me up for that.
Yeah.
It's a
Dude,
meal.
there
One
was a period
slice.
of-
You're like,
Yeah.
all right.
My brother-in-law, who's a firefighter,
That's good.
Who's a firefighter now, used to manage the Route 1. So like, I ate Petrucci's like every other weekend for
Yeah.
like 4 or 5 years.
My
And it's
wife
good
said
pizza.
it's like frozen a lot of it, right?
Really?
Did she
I don't
say
know.
that? No, not that one. Not that one. Uno's.
Oh yeah, who knows?
Oh, who knows?
Yeah.
We're talking.
Yeah, Chicago weirdos.
Dude, I remember
Yeah.
my buddy. I went out to Chicago. He
Everything's
might-
backwards.
Yeah.
He may or may not be listening. My buddy Rudy brought me out to Chicago. Like, he was living out there. He's like, let's go get deep dish pizza. So we went to, like, Lou Malnati's or whatever, right?
Yep.
Now,
Lasagna pizza.
I said it was great. I told him it was awesome.
It's not pizza.
I didn't have the heart to tell him. Then he took me there, and it was a real favor for him to take me there.
Yep.
It's not pizza.
Yeah.
It's good. And you can't operate. I remember we got off the plane. We went right to Lou Malnati's. I think that's where he took us. We ate it, right? And I'm like, this is good. But I remember thinking, I'm like, this is gonna fuck me up for the rest of the day.
Yeah,
like,
dude,
it's like eating a fucking brick, dude.
Yeah, dude,
like,
it's a piece of lasagna.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm
Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's is like one of those places. Like, if I was in a pinch going to the beach and it was there, I'd be like, I wouldn't be mad at it.
Okay.
But like,
All
it's
right.
not New Deal. It's not Cold Cut Factory, as you
Factory,
say.
my
right?
spot.
That's your spot.
Oh, love
So I
it.
got a place in Arlington I go to, D'Agostino's.
Yeah, it's supposed to be excellent. Lakasha's in Burlington's great.
I kill those things.
Oh,
I
it's
get
awesome.
the little ones, man. dudes are like, "What do you mean you get a little one?" I go, "Yeah, give me fucking 3 of them.
Yeah.
Give me this one, give me that one,
Yeah.
give me this one." They're like the finger ones. Like,
Yep.
oh,
Now, by the
Yeah,
way,
sign me up.
back in the day, this is probably before your time living in Melrose, but there was an unbelievable pizza shop, Caruso's.
I've been there a few times. They had a pizza called the Zaza.
Dude,
Yeah, I know what a Zaza pizza is.
Yeah.
this pizza place that was
He
run
invented
by...
it.
Okay.
Did he?
This motherfucker invented
Dude,
it.
this
What he's
dude,
talking about?
right? This guy, Don Michel.
Don Michel.
The whole place... All right, you know how my garage is?
Is this on the opposite side of Melrose Wakefield?
Yes.
Yeah, I know where it was.
Picture of this garage was all pictures of me or drawings of me with pizzas dressed as like like you just got off the boat from Italy.
Yeah.
Right? Like it was basically
He's right about that.
It was basically a shrine to his success story. You would go in there, he would scream at everybody that worked there. The pizza was balls to the wall.
Yeah.
It was like Regina
Yeah,
level
yeah,
pizza.
legit,
Old
legit.
ovens was legit, right?
Yeah. He's right about this.
He would fucking there was Melrose, people who don't know this, but Melrose was a dry town till like 15,
Last
20
week.
years ago.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
And now, even now, like, whatever, I think they can serve beer and wine. I'm not sure. They can serve drinks. Anyways, this motherfucker was tossing wine
No, he
out
didn't
like it was
care. He didn't
Kool-Aid.
care.
Like, he didn't
Yeah,
give a fuck,
exactly.
dude.
Love
Like,
that.
people would
Oh,
just
you're
order
13 years old? There you go.
Dude, people would just order it.
Yeah.
You'd see them in the back. He'd make them sit in the side room
Yeah.
with the crafts of wine.
Love it.
And, like, it was like his homemade
Oh,
shit.
it was legit, man.
It's
Yeah.
awesome. That's
But
a
He
good
was a loss
story.
when he died.
It was a lot. Now, you know I think it's his nephew who's at Angelo's in
Oh, really?
Stoneham.
He makes his.
They have the old sign. It looks like the same sign as Caruso's.
I didn't know that.
Here, by the way, this part of the show for the people out in Michigan and shit are like, what the fuck are we even talking about,
Yeah.
boys? Anyways, it's very good. It's very close, but it's not quite that, which has a lot to do with the ovens, like the water. It's like the older
You
the
need
oven,
right ovens.
you
Yeah,
need the right
yeah,
ovens.
you need the right
Gotta be
ovens.
seasoned.
It's got, dude.
Yeah.
Years of fucking, you know what I mean? Now, I'll say this. I've been, and I know I'm gonna get fucking blasted, but like, I want to have like good New York pizza, but I just have never, I'm always in there for work or Manhattan or whatever, and I
Yeah.
just never find the right place. Like, I want to have fucking sick just to say I've had it. Like, have you ever had like John's Bleecker Street or anything
No,
like that?
but I mean, that's where exactly I want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
It's sick. They got sick pizza in like Stamford, Connecticut though, too.
Yeah, but I'm a neighborhood guy. I want to go to the place in Brooklyn, Luigi's. I follow him on Instagram, and I'm so intrigued, dude. He's got a hand that he's 70 years old. He's got a head full of hair.
I've said this before about pizza. The way I am with pizza is like,
He serves pizza and Italian ice. That's
That's
it.
it.
I'm in.
That's all I
Dude, that's
need.
like Louis Zamuba. The guy's like, when he's done for the day, he's done for the day.
Love it.
When the
That's it.
dough's gone, it's gone.
Love
it.
I love that shit.
Yeah.
So where do you
good.
get? I get the homemade pasta over at Bella's Ravioli in Medford. You ever try that place?
No.
Cash only.
Love
Really?
it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Sick?
Oh yeah.
Cash only is the
Beautiful.
best. When it's cash
Homemade.
only and you have a miserable person behind the counter, you know it's going to be bomb.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly.
That's a cold good factory.
Dude, I've told this many times.
That's it. You right, dude? Right on Ferry Street.
Everett.
The sub-Nazi. He's the best.
Oh.
Best Italian on earth.
I love it.
You're the best Italian on earth. You're the best Italian sub.
Well, I can't wait to fucking try it.
Yeah.
Real quick, we got two more sponsors.
Yep. Good.
J&L Energy, 781-248-3388, save.jnl@gmail.com. We've talked about this a million times. Get your fucking head out of your ass. Mass savers in your pocket. They've been in your pocket. You're paying into it, National Grid, Eversource. They will basically, like, if you have a single family home, it's 75% covered. 3 families are going to be 100% covered. And they'll give you if you mention us, they'll give you a 10% discount. If it is fully covered, they'll give you a $100 gift card. You can't go wrong. Thermpros, 617-990-6755, thermpros.info@gmail.com. It's our guy, Sean. Huge supporter of the show, by the way. My guy. By the way, all the Patreon people that are part of the Patreon, we sent out the specific Patreon stickers
Yeah, we did.
today.
Yeah, we
everybody's
did.
gonna have them. Everybody's gonna have them who's part of the Patreon. So, anyways, it's thermpros.info@gmail.com. They do it all additions, renovations. They can do your basement. They can basically put a new roof on your place, and they get the best painter in the world. I mean, basically, like, you know, the only story they don't tell about what happened to the Isabella Garden Museum was his painting was the other thing they stole. Like, it's on record. Guy's name's Sean Collins. He's fucking come in and fucking paint your face, this motherfucker. And he's Irish, off the boat, and he plays fucking music.
Bingo.
I'm starting to band with this guy. Fuck it.
It's gonna be
What
good.
else am I gonna do?
Sounds like it's
Yeah, meet us at Lily P's. You get a 10% discount off your project. So,
Perfect.
all right. Back to that, by the way, I've told this story before, but like I grew up in a 2-family house. My godparents are Italian.
Yeah.
And that's who we grew up in the 2-family with. And my parents are obviously Irish. And so as I would walk in from basketball practice, we had a
You say
connecting door.
you say your parents were always Irish? No
Well,
shit,
no.
dude.
I said obviously Irish.
Oh, I thought you
Based
said
on my
You
looks.
played hoops in Melrose?
Yeah, I was a bench rider.
Kaz?
Not for Cavs, before that time. Pappas.
Pappas?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as I walked
Don't you
in-
worry. Right after he's done talking, we're getting into your coaching.
I would smell that like sweet Italian food, then I would get into my house and it'd be like baked chicken. Now my mother has since become an unbelievable cook. I've said this too. Once we left the house, she basically became like a ridiculous cook.
Julia Childs.
Oh, by the way, you cook it for three little shitheads. You're like, I don't give a fuck really.
Yeah.
But like my godmother used to make her own pasta, and like for my birthday, you know what I asked for? I didn't ask for Nintendo. I asked for her pasta and I asked for her chicken palm.
Wow.
That's all I wanted every
best.
year on my birthday.
Classic.
Like, dude.
Smart man.
I mean, she would spend all day in there just making pasta. Like,
the best.
Fucking,
Gotta be good.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
fucking the best
Putting
pasta
hours
you've had in
in.
your fucking
When,
life.
when we left the projects the first time, we lived on Belleville Street down in Linden.
Oh, yeah.
My next door neighbor was this old Italian family. He had his own grapevine. My mother would drink.
That's real shit.
My mother
Yeah.
would drink fucking Listerine if it got her a buzz. So he would come over every now and again. After me and the Suter brothers would fucking break his windows. He'd come over after yelling at us. Vinny, got the fucking greatest guy ever. He was about 5'2". He'd come over with a carafe of wine. It'd be gone in 3 minutes. My mother was fucking, you know what I mean? Done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. Keep working on it. You know what I mean? Fucking,
So how did the basketball thing happen?
So it's funny. So the group breaks up. I do like a solo project, man. It's really weird. I don't even know about this.
Yeah.
It's really weird, man. So I almost strike back right away, man. I get a solo thing going. It's like trip hop. It's just
Grab
me,
one more.
Yep.
a couple other people in the band, and we get a Sony developmental deal, which is kind of cool. They sign you for like 45 days. They give you like $6,000. And they're like, do more songs. So I'm thinking I'm gonna be on Sony again. We're gonna seamless from A&M. We're gonna hit Sony, keep running with it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they didn't sign us. So we ended up. I had to take a break from it. You know, I was like, all right, we're gonna try something new. It's funny. I don't think no one really knows the story, but Kenny Petralia.
Kenny, yeah.
Yeah, not an easy guy to get along with as a kid for me. He was really hard on me. You know, I didn't really get along with him. It was funny. One night I'm kind of down and out, and I'm over at a convenience store in Malden, and I'm trying to like kind of hide from him. I'm like, I don't even want to talk to this guy, you know, because like it's like you lose a championship. You don't
Yeah.
want to see anybody. You kind of like just want to get your candy and go back to your house. But he sees me back there, you know, and he says, "What's going on with you?" And I go, you know, I'm kind of in between things right now, and he kind of knew, you know, I must have needed something. He goes, I need a coach for the Lakers. He goes, what are you doing Saturday? He goes, come down, we get tryouts. And he just walks out. And I'm like, okay, I'll be there. So I coached these guys. I think you were my first year, my second year.
Yeah, I was one of the two because
Dominic Gannett. Was it Big Dom on your team? I
no,
can't remember.
I had Lynch. I had
Oh, yeah.
Matt. I think he passed away.
Matt Woods.
No, Italian last name.
Oh, yeah. I remember what you're talking
Forget
about.
his last name.
Yeah.
Shit, it's gonna fuck me up.
Yeah.
But dude, we had a squad.
Leona.
No, was it Cleona? No, Matt Cleona. No, someone with a G though. Gramellini.
Yes.
Did he pass?
Yeah, I think he might.
Yeah, I
have.
think he did.
I
Matt
think he might have.
Gramellini, Joe Young.
Yeah.
Joe Young.
Yeah.
Was fucking buddy. You want to talk about a Nick Saban of
Yeah.
fucking rings, dude? He's
Yeah.
crushing it in
Yeah,
basketball.
yeah. So I started coaching these guys at
Was
Church
that your second year? Had to
Second
have
year,
been.
yeah. And I took it real serious, you know.
Here's the funniest thing about the church league, right? So what is it? Sixth, seventh, eighth,
Sixth, seventh,
no,
eighth, right?
No, I'm sorry, seventh, eighth, ninth.
Yes.
I'm a seventh grader. I get this call. Yeah, I have no idea who the fuck this guy is.
Yeah.
So I walk in the Malden gym. There's 6 teams, 8 teams,
Yeah.
whatever. Everyone's got a different hoop.
Yeah.
And I walk in. I had glasses, nerd, right? Kelly! I'm like, who the fuck? I have no idea who my coach is. I just heard him on the phone.
Yeah.
You with us? I'm like, all right, I guess I'm with these guys. Fucking little fucking short white kid walking over. He's like, you're a Laker, brother. Come here. I'll never forget. And I know you know what I'm going to bring up. I always remember this tattoo on his fucking calf. He's got the Palmaya for your grandfather,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, uncle. Yeah.
Dude,
you're right. You're
when
right.
I brought it back up to him like 10 years later, he said, how the fuck do you
That's
remember
funny
that?
you remember that.
Dude, Rain Man shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gilly was a great kid.
Yeah.
Gilly was a great
Speaking
kid.
of the water, there must be something in it, dude.
It's crazy.
yeah,
Yeah. I know.
It's funny
Russo
you
remembers
remember that.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
nuts.
Russo remembers fucking
Everything.
28 fucking 10 years ago.
Crazy.
Russo's a good boy, though. I like Russo. Dave and I were close growing up. We were really close growing up. But it was funny. So I did the church league stuff, and then I got in with these Northeastern cats at a camp. I had a lot of energy. You know,
Yeah.
I was really into it. And they hooked me up with a few people, and next thing you know, I'm like fucking head coach at Bunker Hill.
Yeah.
Then I'm running the
what,
Wheelock.
what was dude's name Eric something.
Eric Downey.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Hey, man amongst boys.
Yeah, Eric was good. Eric was good. He made me a good coach. He's a hell of a player.
When we were in high school, I don't know if because like
we scrimmaged you guys a little bit. Yeah, we come over.
It wasn't me. I told you this. I was just the ball boy. All my boys played on ball night hoops or whatever.
Verdi,
yeah.
Winston.
Those are all my fucking homies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just remember this dude walking in the gym, and I'm like, that's a fucking community college player, dude. Just a
He was
man.
really good. Good player.
Just a man, dude. And then like you see the show like Last Chance U. That's
him.
That show was made
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah.
He was just unbelievable.
So yeah, that's it, man. We rolled it from there, and now like fucking, I can't believe I'm gonna say this. 26 years later, man, this is where I'm at. You know.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So I had 2 kids. Once I got into the kids, I kind of got away from the music stuff a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's funny when Esoteric did call, it was interesting because the kids were small and they were like, "What the fuck you doing?" Because I wasn't gonna go in any studios or anything like that. So I just bought my own studio at my house, just like this.
Yeah.
And I did all my shit there and flew it to them through
Yep.
internet stuff. But yeah, man, it's been a great run. I'm on my 26th year. My son's coming next year to play for me.
Yeah.
Quincy,
Nice.
come on. Yeah, so it's good, man. It's a good run. I got a good life. I work over at Arlington High during the day. So
Yeah.
I don't kill myself, man.
Dude, I think it's true. I think it is one of those things too where it's like you I don't know, like you now the Top Choice Clique is a major fucking bigger thing than like the band I had. But we had like a bunch of reviews. It was like one day my daughter was like, "This is recently." She's like, "I want to read them." So I brought them home and they were like all this stuff. And my wife was always like, "I forgot about this shit too."
Yeah,
like it was like
Good for you.
But it's like, but you get to that moment where you're like, yeah, it's cool. And like, it's like, I remember like by the time I was getting into that, we were kind of, it was like, I already had 2 kids. And it was like, what am I going to do? Am I gonna, even if somebody asked me to go on tour, what are you going to do?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I'll just jump on this tour and the fucking, let them foreclose this place like next week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you just get in that mode, I think, where it's like, I mean, that stuff just becomes more important anyways.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
You know
of
what I mean? Where it's
course.
just
Yeah,
like,
no doubt,
all right, you know what I
100%.
mean? Like, you live through your kids at that point.
So
you know
it's
what I
funny.
mean?
One of my guys loves it, and one of them is like, "What's this coaching stuff about?" But one of them loves this, and it's like, "What's this rapping stuff about?" So it's funny.
Oh shit.
Yeah. They split.
Really?
Yeah, the oldest one kind of gravitates more towards the coaching,
Yeah.
and the youngest one's more into this. So
It's kids are fucking awesome.
So
They're the
yeah.
best.
So I told you I was going to bring him up. So one of my best friends on earth, I was in his wedding. He'll be in mine someday. My man Sherrod. That's Dot.
Oh yeah.
So-
Speaking about making me a good coach,
Dude.
Great player.
So my man Sherrod, right? Let's just call it what it is. He should be already in Malden High Hall of Fame, and he's
amazing.
not.
He's not.
He's not.
Yeah.
Still, for the longest time, he had like we looked it up the other day because I was talking with Stevie Sudo. You know my boy Stevie.
Yeah. Great
we golfed.
shooter. He
Yeah.
can shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still has
Can
the.
fucking pound a golf ball. too, by
Yeah,
the
he
way.
shot a 79.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy, like insane. But Sherrod.
Past 70 course.
Yeah.
Asterisk. I'll just put that.
Yeah,
I know he'd want
what did he say? It was going to be an 81?
Danny Suda.
Okay.
Danny Suda. You could tell Stevie I said that.
Yeah. But anyway, so Sherrod ends up meeting you after Curry goes to Wheelock.
Yeah. And scores
1,000 points in a year and a half.
years. Yeah. 2
Jesus
years.
Christ.
And I'll never forget it, dude.
Yeah.
It was crazy because like
Yeah.
at
Good.
Curry,
You came to a lot of those games.
came to every one of his
Yeah, I
games.
remember those.
When he was at Curry, I didn't even think he had a fucking roommate. I went over there. That was my bet.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Sherrod's
Like,
great.
me
He
and
was a great player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I told him like you originally coming on, he's like, you have to let me know when that episode is. And I was like, well, you should be listening anyways. You're one of my
Yeah,
best
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
friends,
yeah.
you know?
So Sherrod's funniest thing ever, and I know he'll be, if he's listening, he's gonna want to hear this one.
Yeah.
We're at Emerson, and I'm pretty worked up before games. I don't know if you
Yeah.
can pick that up.
Yeah.
I'm not the friendliest guy, you know. So he'd be looking at me. He's so laid back. I love Sherrod, man. He's really funny. So they announcing the names of people or whatever. He'll never forget.
I
it.
think I know what you're going at.
He goes,
Yeah.
and the head coach, I think they did it on purpose. I think Sherrod might have fucking put him up to it. They said that the head coach at Wheelock College, John Parisio. And Sherrod looks at me and goes, "What the fuck?" So every birthday he hits me up. He's like, makes fun of me. For it. So it was a pretty funny moment.
I thought, I'm sorry, it wasn't Emerson, it was Elms. There was a dude, remember the dude Murder Mook, the battle rapper?
Oh, yeah.
He fucking played against him.
Yeah, that's right.
Really?
Dude, he played, it was out, where was Elms?
How was Murder
Springfield?
Mook?
Chicopee.
Chicopee, dude.
Yes. You're right about that.
Yeah, so dude, he was a point guard.
Yeah,
he's like
100%.
Murder Mook was like one of the nastiest battle rappers ever.
I know, but was he a nasty hoop player?
He was fucking
He was pretty
pretty good,
good.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, he's
pretty
pretty
good.
good.
It was funny though. I forget. It actually wasn't against. What's the baby blue team? Like Division III in Boston. LaSalle. Did Brian Doherty play there?
Yeah.
Brian Doherty went there, and I forget, we were going there, whatever. And I was like, I want to see fucking Murder Mook play, dude. And it was all of Harlem. They had 3 rows of stands. That was it. Small gym.
Yeah.
And it was just all Harlem and me.
Yeah.
It was like the Russo joke, dude. It was all Harlem and me. And I was just like, I was amazed. Dude, unbelievable passer.
Yeah, he's good. He made some big shots.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
It's good.
But like, it was kind of surreal seeing him like on like all these, back when I was in high school, like Smack DVD was like the battle rap thing where like all these people, it was like before YouTube. Like where you could just get on there and talk your shit. You had to buy a DVD once a month type of thing.
Yeah.
And he was the fucking
Yeah, he's right. He's right
creme de
about
la
that.
creme. He was the fucking best. And then I was like, he plays basketball like in Massachusetts.
Yeah. Chicopee, Elms, of all places.
And then I went to go see him play, and I was definitely with Iggy, and we went out there and seen him. He probably had fucking 14 and 14, dude. He had as many assists as he did fucking points.
No doubt.
Yeah, he was
It's
dishing.
amazing, like how, like, because I like my buddy listens to the show. By the way, if you guys want to get in fucking sick shape and you're loaded, my boy Brian Panuzzo, my buddy, like, he was like a Wall Street trader, and now he's like a health guru for like big time like Wall Street guys. And he helps me not be a fat shit. I'm like his fresh air program, as I like to say. But he played hoops, D2 player, great basketball player, obviously, at St. Mike's.
Oh,
and
wow.
we had like a really good team at that time. Beat UVM like the year before.
Oh, wow. Division 2 beat Division 1?
Yeah.
Wow.
But like he was telling me one time, he's like, and I'm sure you see this type of stuff all the time. Like I was like, he's like, you could. A lot of times you have the opportunity to go D1, right? It's like they'll be like he's like Drexel had like been in touch with him, right? He's like, so but like your choice then is like, do I want to sit at Drexel,
absolutely,
or do I want to like play at a D2 school and start as a freshman? Right?
Absolutely.
I mean? Like, and I think like because remember, do you remember the kid Sean Fine from the Cape?
I do.
Played at Georgia Tech.
Yeah,
but he started out at St. A's, and like, dude, he came into the gym and people were like, oh, it's Stonehill. And they were like, you got to see this kid. Like, he went to my buddy's high school. He's like, he just bloomed like right. I mean, he was already a great player, but like, what happened to him like his freshman year was just like, dude, it was a D1 starter playing against D2 schools. You can imagine what that looks like.
Yeah.
And he went down to work out in the summer, and they gave him a fucking full boat to Georgia Tech.
Wow.
But like most guys, wouldn't you rather start? You know what I mean? Wouldn't you rather start all 4 years than fucking?
That's what any sport. That's why the transfer portal's so crazy with college football right now.
Right.
NIL deals, obviously, but like now, like you got dudes that are leaving very good Division I programs that they weren't getting everyone in there. It's a competition, dude. I get it.
So up at there was St. Mike's, UVM, and then there was Champlain College, which was a JUCO basically, right? My buddy's like, dude, you go down and watch them. We went down and watched them. He's like, they bury UVM. Because there would be a school that it would be like not as big as Central Maine Institute used to be like for that, but like a school you go to for a year, like basically last chance you type thing.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna go to fucking then you're gonna go to UNLV or wherever you're gonna go.
Right.
You know what I mean? Kids just jumping out of the fucking gym, just fucking 360 dunks in the game, dude. Ridiculous shit. Like ridiculous shit. How many kids do you have come through that you're like, oh shit, this kid's like kind of fucking special? Like,
Where is your spot? It's in like the middle of nowhere, right?
Right now?
Yeah.
Quinsigamon. I'm out in Worcester. I go out to Worcester every day, man. Fucking nuts.
Madman.
Yeah, nuts.
I can't-
120 miles.
It's one of the greatest. That's not
round trip? Yeah.
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 60 each way.
What's the mascot?
Fucking wyverns.
What is it?
Yeah, I've never heard of them before. When I got the job, I was like, I accept. And then I was like,
wyverns?
Google. It's a dragon.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a fucking.
It's actually...
It's a cool logo.
Yeah.
It's actually...
I just don't know what the
it
fuck a
actually looks
wyvern
good
is.
at our half court, but...
It does.
We got it going a little bit out there right now.
Nice.
So, yeah.
So is that D3?
It's JUCO.
JUCO.
So we
Okay.
play Bunker Hill.
Yep.
So I was at Bunker Hill, but I think...
Bulldogs.
Yeah. Now I'm out here at the Wyverns, the Wyverns. I don't even know how to say it. I gotta be honest with you. I'm sorry, Quinsigamon. I don't know how to say it, but it's one of
And
those.
I saw it today. Are you doing you're gonna be doing like some big camps?
Yeah,
right?
I got Grant Williams
Yeah,
coming up.
sick.
Yeah. I did Tatum's last year. Yeah. This year I got like an extended role. They're gonna give me the mic. So it's funny. The guy
Fuck
goes, I don't
yeah.
know how you feel about the microphone. I go,
You might want to Google me, motherfucker.
yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna get a chance to like be on the mic and run the camp a little bit. So yeah, I'm excited. Everything's good, man. Everything's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When's that? And how old are the kids?
That's coming up July 1st and 2nd, and the kids I think are like 10 to 16.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
That's out there?
BU.
BU. Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
my buddy Jim Bakeman, he does the Celtics camp the New Balance.
Oh, yeah.
I remember he's like, dude, he's like, I never realized he's like that the fucking counters are all taller for the players. He's like,
Yeah.
Because he's like 5'7".
Yeah, we're like this.
He's like, dude, he's like,
yeah.
He's like, I got some NBA socks for you, and I'm like, sick. And he brings them over. I'm
Things
like,
are
what
up to
about
your
these
hips.
fucking leg warmers, dude? They go up to your fucking hips.
Richard
like
Simmons.
It's fucking ridiculous.
He's a great kid,
Unbelievable.
though. He's a good guy.
Oh, yeah, he's a great guy.
He's a good guy. Yeah. Good coach.
Best man at my wedding. Gives
Yeah.
a great speech, by the way. Gives a great ball buster.
Really?
Yeah, you
Little
wouldn't see
dry
that.
sarcasm?
Oh yeah,
Yeah? Got you good?
I buried him in his fucking speech. We were co-best men. My buddy went for. He goes, "You want me to go first? You want to go first?" I go, "You go first. I'm gonna fucking tear the roof off this place."
Listen,
Tear
I'm
the
not trying to
fucking
rush
roof
things along at all, but like, what's on my mind right now is that submarine. What are they doing right
Dude.
now? Right now.
They're dead.
They're dead.
They're dead.
That's my prediction.
I think if they're in there, they
Gilly,
ripped
prediction?
Dude,
Play,
if
play,
they're in
play
there,
taps right now on the trumpet.
If they're in there, I feel like
It's done.
I think
Done.
they ripped everybody apart. Like some guy lost his mind and just fucking like, it's like
That's what this dude at work said today. He goes, "How long would it take for us to just be at each other?" I said, "Probably 5-10 minutes."
Right?
well, all right.
But
add
what
in the
I
fact-
want, what I want to know, and
It's
my
a
wife
small
said-
compartment.
My wife said this to me too. She goes,
no
"Don't go
music."
on this fucking podcast talking about this tonight."
Yeah, but I brought it up.
And I go, "Wait a minute. There's a window open here."
Yeah,
My thing is this:
I love this.
I love this too.
what's the last communication with these fucking guys? Like, so they lose communication. What do you mean you lose? Like, what is it? Like, hey, where are you? I'm here. I'm here. What the fuck?
What's your favorite sub from
Seriously, what's the last thing they're saying? Like,
Do
hey,
you
buddy.
like pizza from Sbarro or
Well, I think the way that they say, I think what they were saying was that basically like it's not so much communication. It's that like they can text, but then like the beacon sends a thing every 15 minutes or whatever. It says we're still good,
And it stopped.
and it just stopped.
Oh boy.
So they were like,
Fuck.
dude. Let me
They're
tell
not
you right
gonna
now.
find him.
They're not gonna find him. And here's the other thing. Imagine if I hope they just like fucking imploded. They died a quick death. Oh, like a fucking match. I hope
The
that's what
worst
happened.
of the worst is
Because
they're
you got-
floating in the dark.
Dude, you got
Yeah.
imagine having 4 guys on there because the one's the pilot guy. 4 guys who nothing has been hard for them in recent years. They're billionaires. You want a fucking private jet? Done. You want to fucking do this?
But
Done.
now they're in a tube of toothpaste.
You're in a tube of toothpaste, fucking about to go fucking like about to just go ham and try to eat somebody.
So
Right.
one of the dudes in work were like, these motherfuckers sank to the bottom and like in a crevasse.
And they didn't even see the Titanic.
They didn't even come close. I could have shown in the fucking movie.
Dude, I saw so many pictures today. I feel like I've seen the thing. Like,
I
all
watched the
have.
fucking movie. It was
It's-
great.
yeah,
It's covered in
Video.
algae.
it's dude.
Yeah, but it took me to the bow, where the
Everything.
fucking bottom is,
Yeah.
the back, the
Dude,
stern, the
Anything
mast.
that increases my risk of
Best part of that movie is when the captain said, "I'm going down with the fucking ship." The best part of the movie.
yeah.
Does he say that?
No, but he was like, "I'm good."
That's a movie.
You guys,
That's a movie.
yeah, but
You know, he was like
did it
probably
work?
fucking fighting for a life.
No. Isn't the
please
best,
have a child.
but isn't the best part where the fucking it pushes him away, right, or something?
Yeah, he's like, "You guys go." Like,
Yeah.
That's what
No,
I'm saying.
but the dude's in the water and the girl's like on the fucking barge or something, right? Isn't there a scene that they just push each other away? Am I making this up?
You make it.
No. That's the end. She pushes Leonardo DiCaprio pushes her,
What do you
pushes the
mean
barge
making
away and
it
goes
up?
down. She's on like a log or whatever
Yeah,
she's on.
no, she's on something that could fit 4 people, and she's just fucking very selfish. By the way,
Did she die too?
No,
Here's
she
what-
lived.
here's
She's
what
the
blew-
old lady in it, remember?
I don't. What the fuck you want from me? I
There's,
fucking
that's
same
right back to
thing-
music, but the band keeping playing while it's going down.
That was
best
great.
part of the
Yeah,
movie.
It does.
Yeah.
Do you think that happened?
no chance.
Just a
No,
movie.
I thought they said that's a fact.
Here's what blew my mind about this whole fucking thing.
Go
Do you-
ahead, say it.
Do you know how close the Titanic sank to Boston?
Oh, I
The
had
Boston
no idea.
Coast Guard.
Closer to Worcester.
Yeah.
You fucking drive
The
it
Boston
every day.
Coast Guard is being.
Yeah,
Dude, apparently my
Stationed.
wife.
I didn't know that.
Stationed.
She's like, where did you think they were? I'm like, I don't know, imaginary land? I had no idea. Like, I was like,
Dude, every time I watch the movie, I'm like, are they in
So-
Alaska? No, they left out a fucking island,
Yeah,
didn't
look
they?
at 3 smart guys.
Yeah,
I won't
but-
say 3 good-looking guys. I'm fucking bum. 2 handsome guys, right? 3 smart motherfuckers, right? I'm 20 years behind things, so don't make fun of me. What happened at the end of fucking the Sopranos thing? This kid I work
Done.
with says nothing happened. What do you mean nothing happened?
yeah.
What do you think happened?
Oh, he got clipped.
You think that's what happened?
Yeah, dude.
What do you-
Dude, listen.
I don't know either. I'm
What do
agreeing
you
with
think?
I don't know.
Listen,
think?
there is a huge,
See, here's the thing.
huge
I don't-
I'm
conspiracy.
serious. Talk to me. I
Yeah.
don't know what the fuck. This kid says nothing happened.
Well,
So
you've seen Sopranos.
I watched the whole thing like after the wave of it. And
Yeah, so did I.
So I saw the end of it, and I'm
Yeah.
going, this kid's nervous. He's gonna get fucking whacked.
All right, so someone has to remind me tomorrow. I'm gonna send you. There's a whole fucking spiel when the dude that walks in at the end, the very last episode.
Yeah.
and he's got a jacket on, and it has to do with like one of the uncles that Tony fucking killed. The conspiracy theory is spot on.
I got you.
and
Yeah,
I am
there's a whole
all
back thing.
I am all in on it.
Yeah.
but it's
Think
like,
it happened. Think it's true. It
Yeah.
makes it for a better ending.
yeah. But the dude that made The Sopranos said, "How would you like me to end it?" And he's right. But it was like when you watched it live. I remember watching that episode live with Troy and Luke and Jemmy, and all the Jemmies.
What'd you say? This is
And I'm sitting there like, this show's stupid. Fucking Irish kid, dumb movie. This is gay. You know,
See, here's the thing. I learned to accept
fucking
it.
love the show.
Dude,
I love the
learned
show
to
now.
accept it from that show that I'm like, now I just am convinced that they can. And whereas Breaking Bad actually I thought had a great ending, but like I learned to accept from that show. I'm like, you just gotta enjoy the show because the ending's always gonna blow once they
Yeah.
end it.
Lost.
Lost was the worst.
Didn't even know what the fuck I watched.
I don't even know what happened. It used to be my
"What the
favorite show.
Is this dead or heaven or what? Come on.
Yeah.
What is that?
It got, dude.
But this kid I work with, he's probably listening right now. He think he's fucking philosophy, right? Everything's this. He says, no, nothing happened. I says, I watched this fucking thing and I think something happened. No, you're wrong. I'm around 3 smart guys and 2 smart. Well, I think something happened.
Yeah,
He's nervous, the kid.
yeah,
Sopranos looking all over the place, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I think
Wait,
he got
what-
whacked. What do you think? He didn't just right off to the fucking sunset.
His family was there. He got killed in front of his family. That's what happened. They didn't want to show it on TV.
Yeah.
That's what
I
happened.
like that take. I'm there for it.
They wanted to. He did something to somebody. The kid was going around killing everyone.
And
At the end, he kills.
the only part I don't like about that, and I do love My Journey because Open Arms is a great song, but they put the worst fucking white fucking wedding song ever to fucking end that show. Don't Stop Believing. I don't need that. I don't need that nonsense.
He used anything over
Anything.
there. Orleans,
Anything.
still the one.
Anything.
Dude, I mean, if Martin Scorsese taught you anything about a needle drop, I mean, just throw a Rolling Stone song on and be done with it.
Dude.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Give
How
me-
many times did he use Give Me Shelter, by the way?
Yeah,
It's in like 3 of his movies.
Give me, any one of those soundtracks from his movies to.
So I knew you'd know. That's
Yeah.
why I asked.
No, I don't know. That's just my. That's
But we
my
think
take.
he got clipped.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
yeah.
We're not the only ones.
But I have to show you, like, there's a guy that went out there that spent 5 years of his life telling you how and why he got clipped. It's
Imagine
crazy.
having that much time on your hands, by the way. Like,
Nuts.
that's your fucking passion.
Nuts.
You know
Did you
what I
watch
mean?
The Wire?
Didn't get into it.
Oh, I love the
So,
Wire.
so I'm the best man in Joe Teddy's wedding. You know Joe Teddy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he's getting married in September. And the week before Joe Teddy,
Joe Teddy's.
he's the best. He's met him. He's like, Jesus Christ. Joe Teddy's the best.
Joe Teddy's like a power lifter at this point.
Yeah, for no reason. For no reason.
At all.
Yeah.
He's enormous.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's huge.
But he was always a fucking, he was a skinny, small
Probably
prick.
benches like 400 pounds at this point.
Yeah, he benches cities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love him.
But what was I getting with that?
Your wedding.
So when he gets married, Iggy's coming up for the wedding,
Oh, geez.
and we're having a special episode based on The Wire with our buddy Fitzy.
When's his wedding?
September 3rd.
You're giving the speech?
Oh yeah.
So I got to rewatch the whole Wire. Is what you're telling me. I'm not opposed to it. I got nothing to watch right now, anyway.
Yeah, you have
By the
to.
way, if I just gotta say this right up. You watched the fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger Netflix special?
Yeah, I haven't.
3 episodes.
I haven't. Is it good?
In my mind, growing up, I was like, Arnold Schwarzenegger, cool. He's in movies, cool, whatever. He's a governor now. That's like all I've never like been big like Terminator guy, whatever.
Me neither.
So I'm fucking nothing to watch the other night. I'm gonna throw this fucking thing on. I'm gonna hang an Arnold flag in here like soon. Like
It's 3 episodes,
Dude, he
that's it?
eats all the shit from everything he did wrong.
yeah.
But he's like when you see him coming up. The first episode is his bodybuilding. Second one is his acting career, and third one is his political career. And like the dude is just a fucking driven motherfucker. And like everybody like. He had so much adversity trying to get like. Imagine you're the best bodybuilder in the world, then all of a sudden you go to be acting. They're like, dude, you can't even speak English. Like most people would be like, oh fuck this, I'm just gonna go back and fucking be a bodybuilder. He was
Yeah.
like, nah, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
dude, he's a bad man. He's a fucking bad man.
so
You'll
I'm
love
gonna-
it. You'll love it. It's excellent.
Now that you told me it's 3 episodes, I'm in. I didn't want to do a whole fucking like 8
Oh,
episodes
dude.
of
When I
him going
turned
get
it
to
on-
the chopper. I don't want to do that.
Dude, when
I'm
I
all
turned
set.
it on, I'm like, I'm gonna turn this off in 10 minutes. That's
Yeah.
what I felt like was gonna happen, and I was like, "Whoa." I'm the biggest fucking fan.
So I'll ask you. I was supposed to say this the last episode,
Okay.
but this wasn't my idea. But I was told to ask. Gun to your head. I already know your answer, but I knew my answer before anything happened. Arnold movies versus Stallone movies.
Well, let's give credit where credit's due. It's
Yeah.
from Andy Ferg's F Buddies podcast.
Yep. But he told me, he goes,
So like movies or like
movies.
Movies?
Yeah. Because
Well,
like, I said Stallone all day long, and he goes, "You've never seen Predator?"
Can I?
And
all
I'm
right.
like,
let me
Predator
say
cannot.
this. It's an unfair fight because, pun intended, Rocky is such a bad. Like Rocky is the best.
You could take Rockies out of it.
I think
I'm
Rambo.
still-
Well, Copland.
I'm still confident in Stallone. You could
Dude,
take
I think
Rockies
his
out of it.
performance in Copland is one of the best.
So
performances
here's a
of
funny
fucking-
one I got for you, right?
Yeah.
I heard this off of Touch and Rich. Schwarzenegger set up Stallone to take that Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
One of the fucking greatest movies ever. With Estelle Getty? Fucking great movie, dude.
He knows that Stallone's watching him, so he says
She takes his gun and cleans it with Dawn dish soap, dude. The fucking best.
He puts the rumor out that I want that movie. So Stallone has it and says, "Fuck him, I'm gonna sign for it." And it's a joke between them.
He's in. Stallone's in a lot of this special, being like, "I fucking hated him. He hated me." Like,
They hated each
really?
other.
yeah, they get along
hated
now.
each other.
They're like,
Now
we
they-
needed each
yeah.
other because it drove us each to be like in big
No
stuff.
shit.
Yeah. So I think
But the Rambos, those are
they're sick.
They're good movies.
like Rambo one.
Listen,
Come on. There's no one fucking around with John
first of all,
Rambo.
No.
he's great in Copland,
Colonel Troutman, maybe.
which Copland's one of my favorite fucking movies. It's
Oh,
underrated.
Copland's unbelievable.
Copland's unbelievable. You haven't seen it.
Copland?
What,
Oh,
what,
it's
kid
in-
hasn't seen
what,
Copland.
what gave
Good
it away,
movie.
dude? That me sipping a beer when you
No,
guys
I've
talking
asked
about
you
it?
to
movie. It's a good
Hey, by the
movie.
way, I told him like 8 months ago to watch it.
It's all right. I watched Equalizer when he told me to.
Equalizer 6.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, that's like you don't have to have any thought in your head. You could be a complete 10-cent head dummy, and you can watch Equalizer at the time of your life. Arnold just doesn't have the range. I like Arnold. I love him, but like I don't think he has the range. Now Arnold's the real deal. There's when he's doing the bodybuilding at its
Oh,
height.
my.
You look at his thing and you're like, there's never been a more symmetrical, jacked human ever.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
perfectly executed, like
No.
fucking statuesque.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
A handful.
Like, yeah. So I go Stallone all day though.
I would.
Same.
Yeah,
Did you watch Tulsa King at all?
it's great.
Did not watch
You,
Oh,
that.
have,
awesome.
you have to.
However, I did see the Samaritan.
Oh yeah, that's good too.
It's a fucking superhero
Yeah.
movie with Stallone as a star.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But he's like
Not
he's
DC or the other thing.
He's like retired or
Yeah.
like he's like in hiding basically.
Yeah, and the kid figures him out. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's
fucking
great.
awesome.
No shit.
Yeah, it's really good. Stallone's a badass.
Dude, what a shirt, dude.
Dude's got Rocky trunks on to come.
Every one of them.
I love it. That's fucking sick. Those
Oh,
American fucking.
I'm jealous of that one.
It's one of my favorites.
They must
Yeah.
make a bathing suit out of the American trunks.
Oh,
Of
course they
yeah.
do.
Yeah,
Those
of
are
course
fucking
they do.
sick. Those are fucking sick.
That's fucking.
All right. Anything else?
I got nothing, buddy.
Well, this is my last thing I got to tell you because I did
Please.
tell. I told this kid I was working with I was doing this tonight, and he goes, you got to tell the story.
Please.
The most people ask me all the time, who's the best celebrity? Like who's the top? And you're gonna laugh when I tell you who it is. Weird Al Yankovic,
Really? Dude, it's so weird because Russo was just talking
We were
about
just
Weird
talking
Al.
about him, yeah.
the best. I go to the MTV Music Awards. We know nobody. First of all, and this happened. You know I can do this. Tony thinks I'm in the New Kids on the Block. So I go out with them the whole night. Fucking his Jordan night. I think I told Jordan that story too. So Raphael Sadiq's like fucking dropped me off. I'm like, hey, see you later, man. Peace, Boston. I'm like, all right, man. Yeah, he thinks I'm fucking Jordan night. There's that.
That's fucking
There's
hilarious.
that. I get back to my hotel that night. We're at the MTV Music Awards. Bobby Brown humping around. He's got the hat on. Says
Yeah.
humping or something. I says, I'm trying to get in. Fucking cleaning lady's right there. I go, lady, this isn't working. This is my fucking room. She goes, okay, hold on. Lets me in. I get in there. I realize I'm in Bobby Brown's fucking room.
No.
I see all the hats. I see the sneakers. I go, holy fucking shit. Let me get out of here before I'm dead. And the reason I know it was his room.
You saw a whole bunch of cocaine?
No, well, that crack. But his rapper, this guy, I can't remember his name right now. He comes out like afterwards, like, hey, were you fucking around? I'm like, no, dude. I didn't. This is my room right here.
Yeah.
So we kind of talk, and he's like, oh, I'm Bobby Brown's rapper, blah, blah, blah. But the after party we go to, we don't know anybody. We're in the UCLA football field or something. USC maybe. I don't even know where this party is.
Coliseum is USC.
Fucking huge.
Looks like a fucking.
Yeah, it's USC.
And there's stages set up everywhere.
Yeah, but
like,
the UCLA is a Rose Bowl.
there's shit.
Yeah,
there's
maybe.
shit everywhere. There's shit everywhere. Like there's people like Cypress Hill's over there. This guy's over here. So I'm like, what do we do? You know what I mean? And I want to go say what's up to the Chili's, and Nuno's like, fuck them. And I'm like, all right, I won't say nothing to them. So I'm just literally sitting here, and I turn, and I'm like, hey. He's like, yeah, what's up? Can I help you? I go, Weird Al. He goes, yeah. Dude, I talked to him for like an hour and a half. It was the best.
Really?
So he goes, listen, he goes, you wanna? I go, yeah.
Yeah.
I go, yeah, why not? I'm in Cali. What's going on? He goes, I'm going to meet, I don't even know the guy's name, David Faustin, Bud Bundy.
Oh,
The
really?
guy's like this big. He's got the best butt I've ever seen in my life. So listen, this is a true story. I cannot make this up.
Yeah.
I'm in a convertible. Weird Al Yankovic's here. Simon Rex, an old MTV.
I remember Simon Rex.
He's here.
Yeah.
Dude, that's some serious
I'm
shit.
here, and Bud Bundy's here, and we're doing this, and he's telling us all these stories about how he got into it, and I'm just like, okay. It was like the best, like Hollywood story. Weird Al Yankovic was the best.
That's fucking.
He was
awesome.
humble, he was successful, and he was fucking rich.
Yeah.
Everything was on him.
Dude, you know, I heard that, I listened to this other podcast that's great called, Brilliantly Dumb. It's this guy, Rob Berger. Anyways, he's like, they have like a big podcast. And he was like, he started out, he was a busboy for like a bellboy for like sick hotels out in California. His cousin was like, got him into it, whatever. So he's like, they started talking about Will Smith. It was after the slap. He's like, I got to say this right now. He's like, I've had so many celebrities in the hotel. He's like, when I was fucking nobody knew who the fuck I was. Will Smith was by far the fucking nicest guy ever. In fact, he goes, I left that first job and I went to work for this dickhead at another big hotel, and sitting there one day, and he'd been like the 4 seasons before that, and he's like, I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden the guy's like, Will Smith's coming in, and he was just a prick. And he goes, and they're waiting for him, and I'm sitting in the corner, and he's like, I'm just fucking praying that he remembers me, maybe, you know what I mean? And he fucking skips all the bigwigs and walks right over him. He's like, my guy, Robbie. And like, he's like, dude, that's the type of guy he is. He's like, I know what happened, but I'm telling you, I don't think I've ever met a nicer fucking celebrity in my life. It's not even close.
Yeah, you never
You know
know.
what I mean?
Yeah, you never know.
Everyone's got a bad day.
Women will do crazy things to a man. You know what I mean?
Everyone's got a bad day.
Yeah, they will. They will.
Entanglement. Beat it.
By the way, I got fucking top choice Clique fucking pictures going up in this
Look
fucking
at that
place.
guy. Look at that guy.
That is fucking
Look at that
sick.
batch of lettuce.
Nice head of hair.
Yeah.
That's how I got my wife. She thought she was looking at something good, man. Fucking ended up being a fucking teacher. A coach. Community college basketball
Dude,
coach.
You know what? My neighbor,
Would you change it for the world?
No.
No, fuck
Not
no.
one thing.
My neighbor.
You met
works-
her, baby?
Yeah, I married way up.
He worked with a teacher in Revere who was Dave Grohl's, like, I think it's Dave Grohl's. It was his like bass player, and like Dave Grohl's like, we want to start the Foo Fighters, and like he went out and toured with them for like one thing, and then was like,
Yeah,
I gotta
hear these
get
stories all the
married,
time.
like, but he doesn't regret it, but he's like he touched it, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
could have been the guy, you know, who's in the fucking Foo Fighters.
Yeah,
you know what
dude.
I mean? Like,
So people always ask me, man, like, you know, would you rather have never have gotten to any level, or would you? I fucking 100%.
oh, dude,
it was unbelievable.
First of all,
I don't
his-
care if it was 1 year, 2 years. You get called up to the big leagues for a couple of years, man. You tasted
Dude.
it a little bit. You got to taste.
It's so much. I think it's, in fact,
flying.
I think
Yeah.
if you have like
Dude, it's the best.
you have
Yeah,
like
nothing.
one
Nothing.
fucking choice, it's almost like being too famous almost is fucking kind of a cumbersome thing, probably in a lot of ways.
I'm
right?
sure. I'm
Right?
sure.
Being like, and Kid Rock always said this thing where he's like, there's nothing more cursed in the world than being famous and broke. So there's other people that have like the 5 to 10
Yeah,
years of fame,
right,
but then they
right.
don't have a marketable skill. They're too famous to get a
Right.
regular job now.
Right.
They can't just become a teacher or something. Like Tara
Right.
Reid can't
Right.
be a teacher in
Right.
fucking high school.
Right.
That's a bad idea for her.
It's a bad idea for everybody.
Good idea. No.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, it's almost like perfection. Like you had it,
It was
you
great.
tasted it,
Yeah,
you were
it's
there
good-
for
it's good
it.
perspective.
You know what
It's
I
good
mean?
perspective.
And now you have a regular awesome life.
Yeah,
it's
and
like,
you know what's awesome is like every now and then, I don't do it anymore, but like the kids, I'll just put it on YouTube, and like my students will be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't do it so much anymore.
No, but you know what the best is though? Like, they're gonna go home and tell their parents, be like, my teacher was with fucking KRS-One on stage. Like,
Yeah,
how
it's
the
nuts.
fuck did that
Yeah,
happen?
no, I get it. It is very cool.
dude,
man.
it's sick.
And the fact that I get to come out on a night like this and talk to you guys about it, it's just.
Well, dude, like you said too, like I heard somebody talk about this with like, it was actually that Adulting with Donnie guy.
Oh,
he was talking
God.
about why he started a podcast, whatever. There was a top 100 podcast in New England, which turns out the list was bunk. We were on it. So I decided to take all the other ones and find the fucking most ridiculous ones. Then we clipped them and I made all these funny clips out of them. Anyways,
it was
this guy had said, he's like, the reason I started a podcast was because, which is not the reason I did it, but like, was because I was like, when you're gone, like, there's something there static to be remembered by.
Yeah.
Like, so if you, whether it's music or a podcast or like some type of artistic endeavor, it's like that record of you isn't going anywhere.
No,
you know what I mean?
That's what drew me to it. So,
Yeah.
like, the fact
like
that
you
I got
said,
there,
like when you first did the record, you're like, these are real people
these are
that
real
are doing
people.
this.
These names are like someone's fucking name, man. This is pretty cool. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So, yeah.
Yeah, it's
No,
sick.
it's cool.
I'm
It's
fucking
cool.
pumped. Like I said, you literally, like, if you still, to this day, like, if you were like to me when I was like fucking 12 or 13, like if you were like, what do you want to be? I'd be like, I want to really be a rapper. Like,
Yeah.
It was like,
Yeah.
I was like, that would be sick. You know what I mean? Like if somebody could figure out how to fucking use the turntables around here,
Yeah.
you might have a shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Talking
yeah.
to you, Brendan Kiley, you told me you were going to get those turntables.
That was
By the way,
fun.
we had this little rap group and it was horrible. Like, I don't even know if we wrote anything. But he used to, this guy, Brendan Kiley, used to do these raps. Fucking horrible, too, by the way. I think he thinks he's good. He actually went out, he wrote this big book about, with this other guy, combined book, with, Brendan Kiley obviously is a white guy. This other guy is a black guy. They wrote this great book that, like, it was really poignant about, like, you know, racism in America, right?
That's another Malden dude we forgot. The fucking artist. What's his name? Cartoonist.
Knight.
Keith Knight. He's in the fucking Herald every
Boom.
day.
Really?
Yeah.
So anyways, he tells me, I'm like, I saw text him, I'm like, hey, that's pretty sick that you wrote that book. I'm like, it's really cool, whatever. And I'm like, and he lives like out in fucking Ohio or something now. And he's like, really a fucking celebrated author and all that stuff. He's like, yeah, me and Jason, that's the guy who wrote the book with, so this black dude with all these dreads. He's like, we went out to all these high schools. And he's like, and one time I got up there and rapped and the kids went nuts. I'm like, are you sure they went nuts? I don't remember you having one piece of fucking like soul in your body.
Yeah.
Like, anyways, listen, we really appreciate it.
No, I
having you on.
appreciate you guys having me. It was really fun. Thank you.
Yeah,
I really
this was
appreciate
fucking
This was awesome.
And
Yeah, I've been in talks
So,
too
is there any chance that we're gonna get a fucking another reunion show?
Possible. Yeah, we talked about it coming up. Yeah, there's some things going on. Like, we might do something. You know, you never know. Yeah,
right.
I know Mike would want to do it. So,
Because
yeah.
I definitely want to be notified. I want.
No, I'll let you guys definitely know for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And you guys, now, is it this week, your performances?
Yeah. Friday.
Yeah.
Big week. Coming
Yeah,
You know
up.
what? Here's what I'm gonna say right now.
I'm gonna sleep my cleats on,
Hey,
baby.
listen, if
Big
you're on the
week.
fence,
I think
go
you're gonna
see
do well.
Danny because I do it. I do it every like month or
dude.
so. So it's like whatever. You know what I mean?
No, we're gonna do
That's
a-
old hat.
Listen,
I want the recap.
once.
Oh,
yeah,
it's coming.
It's coming. So normally we do this.
By the
every-
way, Josh goes, my buddy Josh, the iron worker, he's been on the show. He's fucking crazy. He goes, dude, I'm nervous for Danny. He's like, I'd be shitting my fucking pants. And I'm
Oh,
like,
so I told you I'm my nervous. It's
He
not,
goes,
it's not getting up there.
when Russo said to him, be sober, he goes, Josh goes, first thing I thought was, my first inclination would be gun down 7 beers before I go up there.
I'd pace it though. Go slow.
No.
You
I'm-
gotta eat the time.
No, for one, I'm going to the South Shore. I'm not drinking before I go there.
Oh no, but I'm saying
Yeah.
like even just your pace.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
pace the time.
That's the thing with me, man. I'd be like, pop, 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 pop,
Yeah.
pop. What
Yep.
are we doing now?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
just take your
No,
time.
so
man.
I got a whole bunch of stuff written down. I got to go over it, and we're just gonna go from there, dude.
Do you know any confirmed attendees at all?
I mean, yeah, I do. I know a couple. I know
Nice.
my man Mulkey is gonna be there. He lives
Nice.
around the corner.
Yeah.
He better be. Honestly, dude, if I don't see a lot of fucking local 12
Anyone
guys,
make it from the mauling crew?
yeah, my girl Julie Wilcox Turner will be in
Nice.
attendance.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Julie, then don't RSVP for my show next time. That's all you did that. I would expect, like I said, I want everybody to go out and support that shit.
She's gonna call me tomorrow. I'm cleaning my house.
By the way, I already prepped. He never listens to the show anyways, but the guy Chris who owns Lee P's, a friend of mine, I already prepped him. I'm like, could be a light draw, summer starting. You know what I mean? I'm sending everybody over to Danny.
Yeah. Dude, Weymouth isn't close, but you know what, dude?
Dude,
If
you
you,
know
guys
what?
want to see me fucking rip it up for 10 minutes, swing by.
Definitely.
I'm psyched that it's the start of something big. I'm fucking psyched.
I hope, dude. You know,
Well,
what I
now,
mean? We'll see
dude,
what
listen.
happens.
You got Russo on here. You got him in your corner.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Prez.
Like,
Yeah.
dude, people are gonna need
You
guys
could
to
be
fucking.
you're the next. Well, you're the beef king. You got a
We'll
name.
see what happens. We'll see
You
what
got a
happens.
name. Yeah.
Well, dude, you're already
No.
get a platform. Plus,
yeah.
Yeah, I need you out there pushing the fucking podcast. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm too old for this game. You're still a young man.
I'll get pulling the cork tatted on my throat, dude. What do you want me to do?
Sick. I was hoping you'd do that.
Yeah.
I wonder why it hadn't happened already.
Prez, thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
brother.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Thank you,
You're the
man.
best.
Man,
Nice
by
to
the
meet
way,
you, man. Nice to meet you.
If during the show that submarine has been emptied and they're all set, then
I want an update on this. I think I would have been updated.
thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, brother.